surprised me though is that like so there is Canadian mac and cheese which puts like bacon and like maple syrup into the hey John puts like bacon and maple syrup into the mac and cheese. So that makes sense to me because then it's like got that smoky barbecue or like maple flavor like that. But like so they should have done that if they had gone with like a maple candy cane with mac and cheese. Maybe this is just sugar and cheese.
Are you talking about craft dinner?
No, I'm saying for Christmas, Jess got me macaroni and cheese candy canes.
Ew.
Exactly.
Don't tell her I said that, but ew.
They're 100% like a gag thing. She got it because I knew I like weird flavors of things, so I wanted to I'd want to try them.
Um,
Uh,
so on Mondays I have to leave at 9:58.
okay.
So
What
like
time is
right
it?
before 10 o'clock.
Why so specific?
Because 10 o'clock is when the new episode of American Dad drops.
That's
This
fine.
is
We end at 10 anyway.
well,
And if we ever
that's
play
what
till
I
like
thought
10:05 or
last
10:10,
Monday.
we'll just play for 5 or 10 without you. Yeah.
So yeah, did I miss anything in the last 10 minutes last week?
What was last? So yeah, I was just about to do the recap. I'll wait until JJ is back. JD is back, and then we'll do the recap.
Um,
We got
I
a
just
we got a slight late start ourselves.
I just uh uh, uh words
Words.
words. Did we take a long rest and did I level up? Those are the two that I need to know.
Were you there for the completion? Oh, okay. We are 13. So if you are
Yeah,
13,
no,
you are good.
I'm 13.
Good.
And did we take a long rest?
We would have rested before we left, but I think you were there for the stuff about the monks who were like destroying the bodies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so no long rest since that.
Okay.
Because literally we just finished that scene, the one where we were with the monks. So, all right, cool. So then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Nice.
And Foos.
And Foos, yes. When I said to Corey I wanted Corey to be Theo, Corey's my brother, and then he's like, no, thank you. And then we joked that if Marcus was joining the campaign, Marcus could be Theo, and so we'll just make new players get to be. But... Alrighty.
Poor Marcus. He thought he did something wrong. It's just like,
Alright.
no.
I am full on back.
Okay. And Jess can hear us from where she is, so we are good. Okay. So welcome back to Candlekeep Mysteries. Last week we finished off. I have the book here. We finished off the bad guys. What do you call it? Wow, good job.
We have defeated the vile vile ascetics of the Order of the Immortal Lotus as they were attempting to destroy. What?
Well, before that,
am I wrong?
We had beaten the Beholder, and we were
the Ballad of Quill.
Yes, Quill. Yes, exactly. We finished up the Quill stuff. But yes, last week we began. We were looking at there was a book called the Book of Inner Alchemy, and Candlekeep was attacked by, as JD just said, the Order of the Immortal Lotus, and they were seeking tips on immortality. And there's some kind of soul catching device, and so they ransacked the library. They invaded the library, ransacked the library, caused like earthquakes and explosions because we were under attack. Then they disappeared, teleporting out, and they left behind 2 dead bodies. Upon investigating the book and investigating the dead bodies, we figured out that the Immortal Lotus and where they are, they're nearby in the Cloakwood Forest. So we headed over there. And heading into the Cloakwood, we came upon 2 monks. What we, I guess, thought destroying evidence. Upon beating them up, it turns out they were basically their version of cremation. They were destroying bodies that had died or that they had killed. But they were not anything to do with the Candlekeep incursion.
Other than being a part of the same cult.
Yes, exactly. So we killed them. We killed their black puddings. And then we were approached by some dryads.
In fairness, we tried to keep one alive, but
Yes.
he refused to give us any information, and we are at the core murderers. So also, hi John.
You guys got your potions from the dryads, right?
We got one potion of superior healing apiece.
Okay, good. Yes. So we.
I got a potion?
What?
That was definitely tagged with your name. Was it tagged with your name? Am I making that up?
Let's go look.
It wasn't tagged with your name, John, but Kyle did put a message in the Discord saying to add a superior healing potion to your inventory.
Oh, hold on.
That's right, because you had to leave early.
Oh yeah, I didn't tag it, but I did say Halvard, add a superior healing potion to your inventory. Everybody got 675 after selling things. But you were there for the selling of things, so the only thing you have to add is the healing potion. Superior.
There were some things on the loot thing that I'd like to address, though, because no one responded to me about it.
Is it potion of healing superior?
Yes, exactly.
Add to backpack.
So JD, if you wouldn't mind deleting all of your messages except the contract one. I put that all in the adventuring gear. Or sold the things.
Kyle, does it keep a log of... Sorry to interrupt, but Kyle, does it keep a log of when I add stuff to my inventory? Like, can you see...
If I go into your character sheet, I can see it. Yeah, why?
Because I want to know if I already added the gold.
Oh. You would have. I would guess you would have. Yeah. Because that was at the beginning of the session. You were definitely there for that part. Yes.
No, so there was no gold after
No gold
the
after
session.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine, my dude.
What were the things you had questions about, Wes?
So the sensor of controlling air elementals and the Iron Band of Bolaro / Rusty Iron Spear, those are pretty much in Sendu's possession now, right?
Basically, they're in my character sheet.
Yeah. So
okay, they're in your character sheet. Good. All right. The air cannon design. I talked to Kyle about this one. We can sell it to Candlekeep for 1,000 gold, but Kyle said we could also use it to make actual air cannons. Do we want to keep it or just sell it?
I don't think Sendu would vote to keep it. I think Sendu would vote to give it to Candlekeep.
Halvard.
It depends. How much money are we talking about here?
It's 1,000 gold for the actual diagram, for the plans. If we kept the plans, we could try to make air cannons, but none of us know the input it would need of cost to build the air cannons and what the cost would be to sell them. You would assume it would be a profit, but you don't know how much. And you also don't know what the labor... it's kind of like with you guys running the mine. Running the mine is passive income. This would take a little bit more because you'd have to look for ingredients, and it's kind of like when you brew potions or something like that.
And if we turn it over to Candlekeep, what have we got?
1,000 gold right up front.
1,000 gold in total. So we would have to split that across
the
party.
Like 150 or 200 each.
200 each, yeah.
Yeah, instant gratification.
Okay.
This isn't a campaign that has a ton of downtime, so I don't think having an air cannon would be super helpful for us.
All right, apparently Zugzug has no say in this.
Okay.
Fuck off, Zugzug. You should have been here.
Then is Jess hearing all this? What's Jess's opinion?
Yeah.
Jess, we have an air cannon. We can sell it for 1,000 gold now, or keep the diagram and work and make plans to build air cannons and then sell those air cannons. So hypothetical future income with work or guaranteed income now.
I also don't like the idea of selling weapons of that power.
What?
Yeah, it could come back to bite us in the ass.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Lamb is okay with committing the war crimes.
Oh, I'm sure Lamb is fine with committing war crimes.
He's also fine with just selling it.
Jess would be the vote for keep them and make air cannons.
Okay.
I know that this is like metagaming, but I feel like if we put something like that out into the world, it would be written into the story later on as something that we like. Oh, here's 12 of them. Like,
Yep. That is a fair point.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm specifically gonna have bad guys start buying them from you.
How I thinking on it, I think Sendu, Broder, and Halvard are all for immediate selling it.
Okay.
Which is majority of party.
You can
yeah.
sell it, yeah.
Especially with Zugzug, abstaining.
Yeah.
Since he's not here.
And
okay.
Also, we might have to answer for that at some point as well. It just sounds like
and then the last thing is, Lamb, did you already give yourself a +2 weapon?
So yeah, that was the next thing I was getting to was there were 2 super expensive items that we can basically turn into +2 weapons for like half the party and a +1 glaive for Foos. Everyone all good with that? I'm also not sure if Pan can have or has magic weapons that she can use or he can use.
The breakdown right now, I think you chose the melee people, so it would be Lamb, Nightshade, and Halvard would hypothetically get +2 weapons.
Yeah. Now, I just bought a +1.
Yes, but you could sell that or trade it, or like that could go towards Pan's next magic item or Sendu's next magic item.
Okay, so hold on. I click on the item. I unequip it.
Is Sendu okay with that breakdown?
Yeah, before we commit to all this, I just want to make sure that everyone's
I'm
on
going to
board.
say I recently got a sensor of air elemental summoning, which I think kind of invalidates Sendu for a while from magic item discussions.
Yeah.
I will say that robo-scintillating colors is pretty sexy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only person who would wear it would be Sendu, who isn't often in range of enough things to make it worthwhile. Yeah. Ooh, its duration's also much less than I thought it was. Yeah, I don't mind tossing that for some consistent bonuses for our melee fighters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what I would say is that if there is a magic item for monks, maybe the Halvard's +1, so whatever he got for that +1, we'll trade that for a Pan thing, maybe. You know what I mean? Like that might be a thing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't think I can look at her character sheet. Did you ever give her a custom thing for her fists for like magic stuff?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, monk fists by default become magic after a certain level. They don't get a bonus to hit or damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's really that's really the one thing that I'd be trying to get Pan is just enhancement bonus for that sweet.
So, am I selling my +1 great axe or like what am I doing here?
All right,
that's what we're talking about now.
I had to shovel some of our driveway a little bit when I got home, so
how much is
I got a late start on dinner.
You're fine. How much is a +1 sword by default? That's what I'm wondering.
It's 1,000.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up real quick what are some monk magic items. And then
there really isn't. I've tried looking.
You tried?
I did. There's like pretty much the recommendations that I could possibly think of are like super expensive, like Ring of Protection and stuff like that. Yeah, there's just monks are kind of left high and dry in them.
The tattoos?
Gray's not here right now.
Tattoos.
So there's the magical tattoos.
That was
so
never
a barrier tattoo gives you a + to AC. Blood Fury, a tattoo makes your your hits a little stronger. Bracers of Defense would be increased AC. Cloak of Displacement. So there's definitely some things that might be useful, even if they're just defensive and not offensive.
Okay.
So I think it's just a matter of how much of those things I just named for the thing. So.
In fairness, the Eldritch Claw tattoo gives your unarmed strikes +1 bonuses to attack and damage.
There you go. So how much is Jess? Do you have the document I gave you? Because I priced out all the tattoos and I sent it to Jess.
I have it. I actually have that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I have that bookmarked.
Cool.
How do you have it? No, you have insane magical prices.
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
have.
I think I also sent it to Halvard because Halvard asked about magic tattoos as well.
You sent it forever ago. I definitely didn't.
Oh, hold on. I have the different tattoo guide. I have the the PDF scan of the book, not the spreadsheet that you sent.
Can I look up things in? Yes, you can. Tattoo. Okay, I found the sheet I made. So what tattoo were we looking at? You said the Eldritch something.
Eldritch Claw.
Eldritch Claw is exactly 1,000 gold. So
Really?
we can literally trade. Okay. I would just trade Halvard's sword that he bought literally yesterday. I won't even make you do the money cost trade because he literally bought it last week. So we'll trade.
Incredibly lightly used.
Yeah, exactly. So Halvard, get rid of your sword and put
Great axe.
Yeah, get rid of that +1. And then Wes, put a magic tattoo Eldritch Claw in the party loot, and the next time Gray plays as Pan, we can give Pan the tattoo.
I did never look at tattoos, even though I was the one who demanded them.
Can I make an alternate suggestion?
What's up?
So John, you spent 1,000 gold out of your own money for the +1 weapon, right?
But then he's getting a +2 sword anyway, so that's why I figured.
Well, the thing is, I would say I'd like him to at least keep some of his money, and we use the air cannon diagram gold to just buy that tattoo for Pan.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Since
I have no objections.
Since all of these weapons are coming out of party loot, that way we're not just like, here, even though all of us are getting basically a free +2 weapon, Halvard has to pay for his a little bit.
Oh, are we?
Doesn't seem fair to me. So me, Nightshade, and Halvard are getting +2 weapons.
I was thinking that his +1 was turning into a +2, and
so
the upgrade would be free. But yeah, I get your point.
That's still 1,000 gold from Halvard's own money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. So I'd like to.
Well, is everyone getting a free +2?
You are getting a +2 weapon, Halvard.
You're getting a +2. Jess is getting a +2. Lamp is getting a +2. Foos is getting a +1. And I think what the group is saying is fine. So, John,
wait. So if I'm selling a +1, could I get a +3 then?
No. It's +3 is way more expensive. So, John, add 1,000 gold back to your inventory. Get rid of the +1 weapon. And then, yes, we delete the air cannon from the inventory, add a tattoo to the inventory, all set. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I add 1,000 gold.
Yes.
And a +2.
And I give myself the +2 great axe.
Yes, and Jess, you now get an upgrade as well. You get a +2 weapon, and you as well. But for other people who sell their +1 weapon, that would be the decreased cost. I'm only doing it for Halvard because he literally bought his last week.
Right.
Okay. Weapon. Okay, so
when Lamb
if
and
I
Jess
type
do
in
their upgrades, they get the decreased amount for their previous weapons.
Okay, see this great.
Just the
I hate this
amount.
managing inventory. Axe.
Yeah.
Is that half price?
God damn it! Stop going away.
Is that half price? You're saying? Hello.
I
Bueller?
think selling stuff is usually half price, but I think I had said that if you're like selling them, you get 3. I think if it's like a weapon or something, you get 3/4. I think is what I said.
That seems confusing.
Yeah, I agree. Just do half. I think half was right. Yeah, half was right.
Oh, and also John, just because you had said it, so +1 weapon's 1,000 gold. A +2 weapon is 4,000 gold.
What is this link you sent me?
You asked for tattoos. Those are the tattoos.
A +3 weapon is 16,000 gold.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Great axe +2 is blue. Okay.
Okay, so Kyle, we're doing the 10% of value trade-in, right?
Yes, that if you're trading, it's 10%. Yep.
Okay, I would like to trade in my +1 rapier for a +1 hand crossbow.
Sure.
There we go. Okay.
So if I do this, oh my, I like that. That makes me excited.
Look at those numbers.
Foos actually does magical damage now. I didn't want to give Foos a +2 because he's a background character, but I did want him to actually be able to attack people effectively.
I did too. I feel like we're gonna encounter ghosts or some other shit, and it's gonna be a problem again. Because I remember that happening.
Is a flail +1 weapon on the stained magical prices?
It should. It's under just magic weapon +1 general. Like they don't do specific breakdowns. If you just look regular weapon +1.
In the stained magical prices?
Yep.
All +1 weapons are 1,000.
All right.
There you go.
And Kyle, if you happen to have the link still, could you send me the spreadsheet with the tattoo prices? Yeah. I've literally been checking that every session and like rubbing myself sexually. I want that AC.
Okay, so I think we're actually ready to play some D&D. So,
in fairness, we have been playing D&D.
Yeah, I guess this is a part of D&D. That is a fair point.
Yeah.
It says that I need access.
To what?
That Google sheet you sent me.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
You need access.
Okay, so
you can
request
request
access.
Yeah, request access. It'll send me a message. I'll grant access.
Access denied.
Kyle, the cross-reference for the magical tattoos where they tell you what they actually do.
Yeah.
Is that PDF that I have saved?
I have no idea. You can just Google them. So if you Google them, they'll give you the descriptions.
Copy.
Oh, you'd love to see that.
Okay. So,
Give me access, you motherfucker.
Oh, so nice.
I'm just gonna click it over and over again until you give me
I haven't gotten
access.
an email yet.
I requested
There
access.
it is. Okay, it just came through.
All right, before we start, real quick. So.
Good to go, Jess.
Thank you. So these are the only ones you're allowing?
Those are the only tattoos that exist. I think I listed all of them.
So if I got the rare one, my AC would be 15 plus my Dex modifier, but a maximum of 2.
Correct.
Didn't you say you were also going to charge for the inks and stuff?
Yeah, it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Magic shop cost and tattoo artist cost.
Yeah, they're 2 different columns.
But the highest that the tattoo could make my AC is 17, and where I am right now is 16.
Doesn't a barbarian get Dex and Con added to their...
Not if they're wearing armor.
Well, I don't wear armor.
Okay, then yeah, you get your 10 plus 2 plus 4, so you're at 16, and then that one does... What'd you say it does?
So, like, the rare one is 15 plus Dex mod, a maximum of 2.
Okay,
so it'd be
you
15
can ignore
plus
the Dex
2
mod
plus...
part, it's just the 15. So the 15 replaces your 10. So it's 15 plus 2 is 17 plus 4. 21, that can't be right. That seems way too high. It can't be a plus
Because
6.
barbarians, like, if you're wearing bracers of armor, it negates your unarmored defense.
Well,
bonus.
yes, but what about a tattoo?
That still changes your AC calculation.
All right. I've got plus 10 armor, I've got plus 2 Dex bonus, and I've got plus 4 unarmored bonus.
Well, yeah, we're now debating on whether or not you would lose the unarmored bonus by having a tattoo.
It's ultimately Kyle's ruling, because
Yeah.
this is a bunch of specific rules.
Yeah.
But unarmored defense, if you are wearing anything that changes your armor class calculation, ceases to apply.
Really?
That is my understanding of it. So, like, Han could not wear the rare barrier tattoo and get an AC of fuck you.
Weird.
Okay, as it is an armor calculation, it never stacks with other armor calculations like unarmored defense. You pick unarmored defense or the tattoo AC, not both.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. So it probably wouldn't help you as much as you wanted it to, because it would have put you at 16 instead of 15. It's only a plus 1 basically. Yeah.
Right. The tattoos can stack with rings and cloaks of protection as well as bracers of protection, of course, as those aren't armor calculations and also aren't armor. So those are what I should be looking for.
Yeah, anything that does a flat that's not in armor that also doesn't do a new calculation. Yeah. Like, I love, like, a cloak of displacement, or things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
That item is stupidly powerful and should not be only rare.
Alrighty.
Where are the sane magical whatevers again? Is it?
It's pinned.
In which one?
So we're not shopping right now, guys. This was leftover
could you
shopping
just-
from last week.
Yes. Could you just tell me, because I don't remember
It's
where.
pinned in CSI
It's pinned in
Candlekeep.
CSI
Yes.
Candlekeep, yeah.
Okay. I just wanna know.
All right, so our party had just finished the Cloakwood with the Dryads, and we were going to continue through the Cloakwood. We are looking for the actual Immortal Lotus's compound. I'm gonna need survival.
Put us on the forest map?
I think it would be survival, but if you guys have another thing you want to try to roll, let me know.
What is my best skill? I would like to roll sleight of hand.
My survival is this a group check, Kyle?
Yes.
Perfect.
I've got +5 survival.
I would like to flim-flam the forest.
Flim flam.
If anybody has speak to plants or awakening, you could definitely talk, or like even speak to animals. But yeah, in general, you can't flim flam the forest.
Oh.
I do not have speak with animals, but I am going to cast.
I can definitely do survival.
Enhanceability.
I guess I
on
can
myself.
today. Nope, I can't do that.
Sorry, Jess. JD was talking. What were you saying, JD?
I'm going to cast Enhanceability on myself and do Owl's Wisdom.
Okay.
And it's going to give me advantage on wisdom-based checks, which survival happens to be. Jess has already made her... Oh god, so has Halford. Okay. I was going to have Monovaka give one of you the help action, but...
Lamb and Foos haven't gone.
How's Foos's wisdom?
Probably not good.
Cool.
Foos
What is Lamb's bonus to survival?
It is nothing. It is a 0. Big fat.
Foos is a -1.
Well, I already have advantage, so I'm going to go ahead and have Monovaka give Lamb the help action, as he provides an extra set of eyes for Lamb to keep him on track. He's also more sensitive to the flows of magic, so I figure he can tell where these weird abjurative barriers are. So I'm going to roll with advantage because of enhanceability.
Broder, of course, is like, yes, of course, I do exactly that as I try to finagle my way through survival.
Jesus Christ, you guys!
At least I did as good as Nightshade.
I also love that you specifically changed your name to Lamb, Guild Lieutenant.
You know what? I asked him about that, and he said, "Don't worry about it." I'm now worrying more about it.
And that was my goal. As a GM, I know saying "don't worry about it" is the best way to make people worry about it. I'm a fucking psychopath.
All right, so let's look at your stuff here. We have an 8, a nat 1, a 17, and a 7. So Sendu.
The boo.
So we're lost in the forest, aren't we?
The rest of the party is they want.
Oh my god! I lose track of my children in the supermarket.
You should have had us on leashes.
Sendu is standing in the middle, trying to he's looking at the sun and looking at the moss on the trees, and while the party just splits up. Lamb goes north, Foos goes south, Nightshade goes east, and Halvard goes west. You guys just full on split in 4 different directions, and Sendu's left in the middle. And
Judging by the patterns of the wind, I believe that you all are gone. Okay,
exactly.
Cool. Everyone's gone.
Oh, yes, I want to tell the party. So, Jess, can I have the cards? I'll ask you guys. Jess got crit and fail decks for Christmas.
Oh, God.
And I like them, and she likes them, and she's including them in her campaigns. And
oh, God.
My party...
Kyle just assumes he gets to use my
I asked you
cards.
before if I could use them, and you said yes.
Well, actually, I asked Kyle just now
yeah.
since you got the critical fail. I was like, I wonder if they'll be.
That's a good point. Jess did just get a critical fail on that survival, so this could be our first one.
All the cards?
So I'll put it to the party, though. I want to use them, but it's not up to me. Would the party be okay with using them on nat 1s and nat 20s for both the you and the enemies?
So that's for nat 20s on all d20 rolls?
Yes.
Attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks?
Yes.
It's not on saving throws.
I mean,
it's
might make them. What I would say is I would always modify them if they don't apply, or not use them if it doesn't apply to that specific thing.
It's for hits and it's basically for critical hits and critical
yes,
fails.
but in my games, I use
It's not for saving throws.
But
or
yeah, I probably wouldn't use it for a saving throw. I probably would use it just for ability checks and hits. Yeah.
Because they're specifically for like the damage types. It goes with like spells. It goes with bludgeoning.
Let me see a sample card.
I mean, I'm literally telling you how they work.
I think he wants to try to adapt it. I think I'm assuming.
So let me just see a sample card, please.
I'm assuming he understands it's only.
Literally,
I understand how it works. I want to see a card, please.
It literally goes with piercing, spell.
No, well, it's melee, ranged, spell, and I don't know what that one is. But let me look.
Anal.
Look.
Anal damage.
So it shows like a claw. I'm guessing it'd be like monster damage, but I don't know.
Maybe natural weapons?
Yeah, I was gonna say natural weapons.
Is that like unarmed?
That when I had critical hits, it was explained to me on the things was that they were like for this one, it was literally slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and magical damage.
Oh, okay. And then these are the fails, which are different, but still roughly the same. I will just adapt them. Question was, do people want to use them? That was the overall question. I probably would not do them for saving throws because it wouldn't make sense. Like, I might add flavor where it's like you trip and fall down, but I don't think there could be much I could do on a saving throw. But yeah, I would like to use them for ability checks and attacks if you guys are okay with that. If you guys say not ability checks, just attacks, that's fine too. But do you want to use them in general?
I'm for it. It sounds interesting, and I've always wanted to see how the
it says
critical...
types melee, ranged, natural.
Oh, natural, yeah. Whoever said natural
and
was
magic.
Right.
Don't say that right in my ear.
Yep.
My vote would honestly be no, but I'm not like super opposed to them.
Okay.
I'm just not a huge fan of like crit fail and crit fumble and crit hit decks in general.
What if we try it this week and reassess next week?
Yeah, I have no objection to them. I'm just not a huge fan of them personally.
I definitely support it for the skill checks. I like that if Kyle can adapt it in some way. That would make the whole me rolling ones on reliable talents, a bit more feasible for him because I know he wants them to have some
this
effect.
bad thing still happens.
This is more for.
Oh, I know what it's for, but I'm gonna adapt it. That's what I'm saying. So saying what it's for over doesn't actually. That's not what we're discussing.
That's not what it's for. It's to make flavorful battles.
I understand, and I can make flavor for anything because I'm the DM, so I'm just gonna use them to make flavor. So
yeah. Can make flavorful skill checks. That's allowed.
Yeah.
Then you might as well write your own because these aren't going to make sense.
They are.
They're
I
not.
literally picked one, Jess, and it's like, you don't do well on your next thing. Okay, so I'll say, hey, because you messed up so bad on that one, you got some sand in your eye, you have disadvantage on your next... Instead of doing disadvantage on your next attack, you have disadvantage on your next ability check. That's all I would do.
But some are like bleeding and whatever.
Then I won't use that one. There's 5 on each card. I can just pick one. I don't know if we're debating this. I would like to use them. May I please use them? We discussed me using them before. You said yes. Right now we're just...
We literally didn't. Okay. You just asked me.
No, when you first got them, I said, I hope I can incorporate them in my game if you're okay with that. We're having an argument from the internet right now. So...
Yeah, you need to take a breath. That's why you should have asked me
I promise we've talked about this. I promise we've talked about this on my life. You got them in December. It's been 2 months. We talked about it in those 2 months. You probably just forgot. I promise we talked about it. On
Mom, Dad, quit fighting.
Yes.
I'm scared.
Popcorn?
You're putting me on the spot, and we'll have to talk about this more in depth later.
Okay, we just won't use the cards. Use the cards. Guys, we're not using the cards. I'm putting you on the spot conversation we've had like a month ago, but it's okay.
Okay, sure.
I just don't see why I never like, oh yes, I have a million books.
Honestly, Kyle, you just said you didn't want to have a fight on the internet, and you're continuing to have a fight on the internet. Yeah. If you would like to discuss this further, I'm more than happy to do that, but let's do this at another time.
Mom, Dad, please. I just want to play D&D.
Yep.
I just want to roll the pretty dice.
Okay.
Make the click clacks with the math rocks.
Exactly. Okay.
So I failed my survival check. I went that way.
Sendu got you all back together. You find the forest because Sendu's good. Cool.
Oh, we're back together?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what do I see?
Lollipop trees?
What is happening?
Represent a lollipop girl.
I only see
A
like,
lollipop guild.
I see like
DMCA notice.
Towering over
Oh, no.
you is a gate with 2 carved stone columns and a gabled roof made from bark tiles. Above the gateway hangs a wooden plaque painted with a white lotus on a black circle. Beyond the gate is a well-kept gravel path that passes through a small forest of vertical stone slabs and ancient trees.
Ooh. Kyle,
Yes.
I would like to look like one of the monks we just murdered.
Yes, dear. I think you already did. In fact, you can still look like that, yes.
Well, I just tried to be Gennaro monk, but now I know what one of the monks that actually
Gotcha, yes.
work here looks like.
You grab your tokens. Got those ones. We got Halvard. Shane.
Oh, I can grab myself.
Oh, I got you.
Didn't I?
Anyway.
Didn't I have a single use of some sort of disguise spell or kit or something?
If you own a disguise kit, it's not one use. You can use it over and over again. But because you're a lion person, it does make it more difficult to like blend in with, say, a group of elves or dwarves or whatever.
Remember how I turned into a bush
You didn't literally turn into a bush
last week? How did I do that? How did I
I think
turn
you
it
did
to
a
that?
Because
nature
Kyle was
check.
being very nice.
Yeah, you did a nature check, and you got like a nat 20 nature check, and so I flavored it as you look like a bush now. But it's not
Okay.
an actual skill you possess.
Okay.
All right. Okay. There's our party. There's Monk Broder. Here's the gate. So you are behind
I am
the
no
gate.
longer Broder. I am whatever the name of this person is that we should have gotten.
Yeah, we don't know any of their names. I don't think they ever introduced themselves because they thought that you already knew them.
I am Monkathy, the monk.
Oh,
You
God.
better hope there's not a secret handshake or something.
I know. Wait, I can do the meme. My name is now Ranger the monk.
Jesus Christ.
As you approach the gate, all of a sudden a man sits atop the gate. You didn't see him there before.
Fabio.
Oh shit! Now we're in a wuxia film.
100%.
shit.
Oh God, we've been in a wuxia film this whole time, haven't we?
Halfred does that kick where he runs up a wall.
Very few people would dare to come here, says a voice from above. Perched 20 feet above you is a man balanced with his legs braced between 2 of the larger stone columns. He has a slim, athletic build and stares at you with piercing green eyes. Around him are 4 younger individuals who are similarly balanced on other stone slabs.
Oh my God.
2 to his right and 2 to his left appear out of nowhere.
Ah.
With the grace of a bird, he floats down from his perch. Silently, I'm going to need Broder to move back just because I need his token to go somewhere.
Okay. I feel like 5 minutes ago would have been a good time to have a conversation on how we want to proceed with this, but we've already been seen. So,
in fairness, these people did not exist in that space 30 seconds ago.
No, they didn't. They literally magically appeared.
We thought there weren't guards, and then guards appeared.
okay, so group chat.
With the grace of a bird, he floats down from a perch, silently landing on the ground as he draws a 9-section chain whip from around his waist. He turns his belt into a chain. You've got courage, I'll give you that. But before you get a chance to fight back May, you'll have to deal with me, the Steel Crane!
Sendu just says under his breath, shit, that's actually very cool.
We are rolling
I'm
initiative, folks.
Shit, okay.
Wait, hold on. Can I say things to him?
Oh yeah, you look like one of them. Yes, 100%. He
I'm
would
like,
say,
wait,
Oh wait, I see one of you among us. What among them?
There's no need for violence here. They have they wish to learn of our ways, and I brought them here.
Make a deception check, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I give him the help action?
I
Oh,
don't
he got a
need
nat
it.
20.
No, damn.
Oh, you dumb rube.
This guy walked into the wrong party.
He did.
So he goes, huh. All right.
Well, Kyle's just like, the only way to learn our ways is to fight. Roll initiative. Like, bam.
So you know, he looks at you and he goes, "What's your name? You must be new. I don't recognize you."
Yes, I am Munkathy.
Munkabee? Cool, that's your name now. Munkabee, you know that when you approach, you do the secret sign, so we know you're with us.
There was no secret sign, motherfucker.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Wait, when you approached before, those guys would have given you the secret sign.
No, the base. When you approach the base, there's a secret sign, is what he means.
Have we seen them do a sign or anything?
Yes, on a nat 20, you saw like when you caught that.
Make a wisdom check to remember the secret signs.
Yeah, exactly. Make a make an intelligence or wisdom, and I'll let you choose which one. Like history, religion,
an actual
perception,
intelligence.
investigation. Like you give me a roll, and you can have advantage because of your nat 20.
Oh my gosh, Kyle. I can roll investigation, right? You said that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
That's
I
a
got a
30.
Jesus Christ. Plus 14?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's cool.
Don't worry about it. So, yeah.
Did you know rogues are really good at skill checks, guys?
As you're seeing it, you notice out of the corner of your eye that this one on the top must also be a new recruit because he's practicing the secret sign right now, like behind his back.
Oh my god!
And so...
He's like, okay, be cool. Silver Crane taught you the signs. You gotta. Okay, I got this.
Exactly.
Oh shit, he's looking at me.
Yep. Exactly that. And so, Broder Monksby, you now know the secret sign. Please do the secret sign on camera. Make up the secret sign, Wes.
Okay.
Whatever. Nature.
Jesus.
Loser.
Lotus. What was it?
Immortal Lotus.
It's the Immortal Lotus, right? Okay, so
Immortal Lotus.
Immortal Lotus. That's what
It's like
it is.
forever.
Heart symbol followed by the L.
Yes.
And he goes, yes, just so. All right. Welcome back to the compound, Monksby. You fucking nat 20. And so...
Stendu just looks at Broder with something resembling horror.
Oh, I should have him roll insight in case he also rolls a nat 20.
That's true. He might.
He did not.
Okay.
So he full-on hops back up to the top and then uses like what you would imagine is a type of mage hand, but it's like a monk's version, and he opens the gateway, so you can now pass underneath him.
Are we going to have to do the splits between poles like that? I don't think I'm built for that.
Alfred would like to try that.
Oh no.
Try what?
I'd like to try the splits on the poles. Can I?
Yeah.
How flexible is Halvard?
Halvard feels like to prove to offer more proof that we're interested in becoming indoctrinated into the cult of the Immortal Lotus.
So he would he presents you with these two here, and so you would have to give me acrobatics to balance between this pole and this pole.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Holy shit. That's what you get.
Yeah,
It turns out Halvard can do the splits.
Yeah, Halvard, you get up there and your left leg goes on one pole, your right leg goes on the other pole, and you full on get a 180 split.
And
And the steel crane looks at you and he goes, and then he looks at Monksby and he goes, "Oh, you have brought us a fabulous recruit, Monksby."
Of course, master.
I'm giving air 5 highs to everybody while I'm balancing on the poles.
It takes many of us years to get that level of balance.
Sorry, we just ruined all of these encounters immediately.
Senju just leans towards Nightshade and whispers in Cripply, "What is happening?"
Like,
Monavaka is super down with this, by the way.
Alrighty, so never mind on initiative. Yeah, the gate is open.
That's what I'm
The
here
party can
for.
literally just walk through. Halvard just did a split right here. So yeah, let me reveal some more of the map.
Oh. I'm
There
just
is
waiting.
forest
Epic.
there is forest all the way to the north. There's forest to the south. Roll 20 is doing that thing where I asked it to reveal and it doesn't. There it is.
And it's like, I hear what you're asking, but what if I hid stuff instead?
That's close, right? Close enough?
Yeah, it's the same thing, basically.
Price is Right rules.
Oh
That
my
doesn't
God.
pertain at all. What are you talking about, Roll 20? You see a compound that has 4 buildings.
Ooh.
There we go. That's what I meant to do. One of which is literally a giant fucking
Giant.
flower.
Giant Lotus.
Yes.
Oh, fancy.
I mean, that one looks important, right, guys?
Yeah.
Steel Crane would just say, Monksby, please escort the new recruits to their bunks. And he points at
Oh.
the northern building that's closest to you.
Good. Of
This
course.
one here.
Uh,
I don't know why I pointed. Of course, you know which one the bunks are, Monksby.
Yes, of course.
Yes, Monksby, let's go to the bunks.
B.
You also see some wells. There's a garden, like a farm here. Yeah. Okay, so you're heading towards the bunks. Members of the Order live in a modest single-story building built on raised posts. Its shingled roof provides protection from the elements, and its sliding exterior wall panels can be opened and closed to meet the needs of the Order. So the doors are also windows, and vice versa. The walls are made of wood frames. Okay. So I will reveal the inside.
I hope they don't ask me to have to do like any sort of like punch training. My unarmed strikes deal 0 damage.
Jesus Christ. Sendu was going to turn Monavaka invisible and ask him to stay out here to keep an eye on Steel Crane, because Sendu does not like the idea of being sandwiched between enemies if things go sideways later.
Okay.
All right, whatever. Pussy.
Yeah.
All right. So the front area is like a dining room, living room area. That's C and E. The kitchen is open as well, so I can show you that.
Did you say this was the barracks?
Yes, this is where they live. It's also got their mess hall. There is one monk sitting at the dining room table eating. Another monk is in the kitchen washing dishes. The doors are open in here, so I can actually just reveal everything. One monk is in this bedroom. There are 2 bedrooms. The one monk is in this bedroom, and there's another monk in this bedroom. Who
Cool.
actually he would not be there because he's not allowed to be there. So this one's actually empty. and this one is not open. So,
Okay, I'll pretend I didn't see that.
secret room. It's not secret, but
do any of them look as though they have a higher rank? They have some sort of insignia that would let me know that perhaps
No.
one is a officer or a.
Nope. These are just your regular ass common monk. They look identical to the type you saw in the forest.
I would suggest that we find some sort of quartermaster so that we can outfit ourselves in initiate's robes.
I suppose we would need to gird ourselves appropriately.
So,
Oh, and this one is a pantry / like closet is what that room is.
let me see.
I would like to propose that we ask one of the monks where the armory is, so that we can outfit ourselves appropriately. As clearly we have already.
Halvard, make me an insight check based on that sentence you just said.
They're monks. They don't have
Exactly.
like,
Monks don't have armor or weapons, so it's like.
So are the monks in the bedroom like?
On a 2, you still want to find the armory. You're like, they must have weapons and armor somewhere here.
Are the monks in this bedroom sleeping?
Upon further investigation, one is in the field. But yes, the one in there is indeed sleeping. Yes.
Cool.
You would still call the room where you keep the clothing the armory, would you
I
not?
don't think so. I think
Probably call that like a supply or a wardrobe.
or like a garment.
Because it's not armor.
I get your point, though. It would be like a stockade of supplies. So.
And in
You
fairness-
say potato, I say potato.
You say potato, I say rutabaga, and demand that they're the same thing.
How come people are putting comments into the
The
loop?
loot
The loop
channel?
should not be
I
for
don't know.
conversation.
I don't know what's happening.
Gray put a video.
Why?
All right, back to
There's no sanctity of channels
back to the
anymore.
game. Okay. So yes, if you want to ask them where is their like stockade or armory or whatever, yeah, you 100% could ask them.
The one with the green dot.
Oh, the green dot is Broder.
Oh, right.
No,
The
that's
one
actually
that-
funny. I love that. Broder, Halvard walks up to you. Halvard, what do you say, not knowing that it's Broder? I like this. Let's do this scene.
Sendu just watches this happen.
Okay, how does Broder respond?
What do you ask him, Halvard?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
in
so
fact,
Bro-
I ask him specifically where the armory is, so that
Yes.
we can
He's
be
like, sir,
properly
we're new
clothed.
recruits. Where's the armory? What do you say, Broder?
Oh God, I'm confused why he's asking me and putting me on the spot like this. But I'm gonna do my best to be my best monk self and
Yep.
be like, yes, new recruit. It is just across the pathway there.
Okay,
Well,
so
rolling
because he says
perception,
this
because
in
I'm
front of the
guessing that.
other,
21.
I mean,
he
how
says that in
versatile.
front of the other monk, I feel like there would be repercussions if you were wrong.
Let me see if the other monks are paying attention.
Just like under my
Sendu's
breath, like,
actually going to
how-
talk
how-
to the other monk and distract him.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
how-
so Sendu
how
is
the fuck are
distracting
you
the
doing?
monks from hearing that. Sendu, what do you say to the monks?
How-
So
how
what
rich-
led you to seek the wisdom of the illuminated Master Bakme?
Oh, I used to be, as a teenager, I was a bit of a ne'er-do-well, a street rat. I would.
We've all had that phase, yes.
I was,
Dare you say a riffraff?
Yes, riff. Oh, I was a riffraff. I would steal bread. I would try to make friends with princesses. I had a pet monkey, but you know, then I got put in prison, and I decided when I got out I'd turn my life around, and so I joined a monastery.
A heartwarming tale.
Yes.
Truly. Truly. Pay no attention to what's happening around you. Anyway.
Nope.
All right, I guess we should proceed.
So Halvard is under the perception that Broder is one of them. And
I'm actually going to ask this monk with whom I'm speaking.
Yes.
I was hoping to hear this wisdom from the master and I'm sorry, Kyle, Joseph does not remember, Bachme was female?
Bachme is male.
Gotcha. I was hoping to hear the wisdom from the master himself. Would you happen to know if he accepts visitors for audience, not visitors, but if he gives audiences to new recruits?
Not immediately. I had to study here for 2 years before I got to meet Bachme. At first, you only get to talk to Steel Crane and Jade Tigress. Then once they deem you worthy, then you can speak to Bachme.
And so that I know which buildings to avoid, Bachme is within the lotus-shaped structure to the east. Lovely.
Yes. Yes.
Senju internally is going, I don't have that kind of time.
Of course not. Now, how fucking, like, what's that? What's what I'm looking for?
Serendipitous?
No. When it's like you're that committed to a role, when you're an actor. And you're
Method.
How method would that be if you guys did spend 2 years at this monastery?
Well, the funny thing is that Senju absolutely has that much time to waste. And maybe Nightshade does too, but the rest of the party doesn't. They're all short-lived mortal races. They can't deal with that.
Yeah.
That darn
Nightshade and Sendu just look at each other, and we're like, we ain't got that time.
Lamb is definitely mortal. Roll deception check. And so
Senju's true-sided Lamb. I know exactly. what the
in
fuck
this
he is.
form, he doesn't have time. When he's a sludge,
when he's a jelly slime person, he's got a whole second life.
God,
you can't prove I did that. But anyway, important question, Kyle. We feel these people should die, right? They're all evil, right?
So these people have not presented you anything. They just seem like monks that are about inner peace for the most part.
I mean, they did plan an attack on Candlekeep.
Well, yeah.
Plan? They killed like 4 monks.
They killed 2 people at the Candlekeep, and then you saw that they had 2 of their own members that died during training, and then 2 people that were supposedly criminals that they killed. So, yes, while 6 people have died under their watch, you don't know what portion of it is. Like, do you blame, if this is a cult, for example, do you blame the cult members or do you blame the cult leader or both?
Senju would actually like to throw an insight check down if you don't mind, because Senju's got the idea that this is probably like cultish, and that Bachme, Jade Tigress, and Steel Crane bear the lion's share of the blame, if you will. Maybe the individuals here honestly think this is the path to a better life.
Yes. So yeah, give me an insight.
Can I roll that too?
Yeah.
Just before I...
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Just for you.
Insight or wisdom check, I still have Owl's wisdom active.
See,
I'm just gonna do the thing that I was basically rolling and trying to justify or not.
That's a nat 1 and a nat 20 at the same time, and another nat 20.
So while Sendu's talking to this monk, I'm gonna just calmly go over here and coup de grace the sleeping guy.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
I will warn you, out of game, coup de grace does not exist, and therefore you would just be initiating combat.
Oh,
so because he's unconscious, your attack would be an automatic critical hit.
Yes, that's the only thing you would get out of it. With that,
if an auto crit does not kill him in one go, you better be fucking ready.
That's the thing. So you don't know how. Well, actually, you do know from the previous monks that they had somewhere, but probably if you did the math, between 50 to 100 hit points based on the 2 you've killed so far. So I don't think you could do 50 to 100 damage on a crit, so that's what I would say. But it is you, and you can do what you want.
Okay. Yeah,
he
without
does have
the ability
sneak
to
attack,
coup de grace, that does change my plan, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I
think the people who designed 5e meant that because they didn't want people sneaking around and just assassinating all the enemies.
doing exactly what I'm doing right now,
I mean, tell that to a Gloomstalker like assassination rogue. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but assassination in D&D just means like do a shit ton of damage. It doesn't actually mean murder.
In fairness, a crit for Lamb does 14 d6 plus 2d8.
Does the static bonuses increase as well? Because that also
just
plus. Okay, so 14d6 plus 2d8 plus 7. I mean, on average, that's above 50, but
It's not above 100.
It's not. Yeah.
I mean,
if it's in Lamb's character, if Lamb in this moment wants to stab this sleeping person, you should do it.
I mean, the problem is
Lamb always wants to murder everything.
I guess the next question I'd have to have, which is a very meta question, is would Lamb know you can't like just kill people in their sleep essentially?
You've noticed in your life, I'll give you this for free. You've noticed in your life that if like you went to like a farm boy, you could kill in one hit. But like with warriors and people who are like either fellow adventurers, villains, knights, soldiers, no, they are hardier and you cannot just kill them in one hit.
These are monks who've been trained their entire lives to harden their skin like steel.
Exactly.
Okay.
These are warriors, yes.
Did the monks have anything of value on their persons?
Not the ones that you killed in the forest. No, they just had their robes.
You could wear them like armor.
Does the one sleeping have anything of value on his person?
Hey, Jess, what the fuck?
God damn it.
Wait, did Jess just say wear their skin like armor?
Yeah!
Puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose gun.
How else do you get natural armor, JD?
Yeah, Halvard, I think you could just wear people's skin and that would increase your AC and it would still be natural armor.
He said it! He said it!
God.
He said it! He said it. That becomes canon. I can wear people's skin. I'm adding it to my character sheet.
I make Halvard a serial killer who goes around skinning people.
A lion that skins humanoids and wears them.
Hey, can I have that nat 20 on insight now, please?
Yes.
All I'm saying is leather armor can be made out of any skin.
Yes. Okay. So,
all I'm saying is that that's wildly fucked up.
So Senju,
I'm not arguing this.
You get the sense so far that like even the two in the woods were just doing their job, but they were like, yeah, we're getting Candlekeep, but like because they view themselves as the good guys. Everybody's a hero in their own story. But the ones that you've met so far here have seemed to be kind of chilled out, peaceful monks. Yeah.
So I get the impression they're just people who have bought into an unfortunate story.
They're hippie dippies in a commune.
Right. They don't realize their commune is run by Charles Manson.
Exactly.
Maybe Kyle shouldn't say they're destroying the evidence.
Well, no, that's what you guys thought.
We said they were destroying the evidence.
You guys said that, and then I said it. I added it to the narrative because I'm narrating it from your point of view. So that's what I did. So
the DM is not always the most reliable narrator.
That's a very good point. The book will present you with facts that may not be true, and so will Kyle.
Gotcha. Sendu is then with that information. I think he's like, no, he can't be side-eyeing Lamb because Lamb got a nat 20 on stealth, so Lamb's fucking invisible.
Lamb is gone now. Yeah, Lamb 100%.
Yeah, he doesn't exist. He's going to ask, we saw Steel Crane on our way here, but I'm interested in making the acquaintance of Jade Tigress. Do you happen to know where we might find her?
Yes. Jade Tigress spends most of her time in the training what do you call it? In the training sanctuary.
Forgive me, I am less than acquainted with the specific buildings here.
Yes. The training sanctuary is the one directly to the east.
Lovely. Thank you for your time, fellow ascetic.
Yes, it's good to have you here.
May the Immortal Lotus bloom in your life.
Yes. Oh, my name is Monksley.
No, it's
really?
not.
No, it's Aladdin. My name's Aladdin.
Gotcha.
Must have something in common.
Sendu nods his head. And, does Sendu give a real name, or does Sendu give an alibi? Or alias. Does Sendu give an alias? Yeah, he does. I am
Jessica
Trion.
Alba.
What?
Jessica Alba was on Alias.
Oh my god.
No, that was Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner? Is it not? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. How dare you?
My bad.
Yeah, it was Jennifer Garner.
So you introduce yourself as Jennifer Garner?
I do not. Treon is
Treon.
my name.
Yes.
It is a pleasure.
He gives you the monk like bow with the hands pressed together. And he goes back to eating his lunch.
Cindy's going to rejoin the group outside. We might have a problem.
And you don't
The
know
individuals... We might have two problems. The individuals here seem to be thoroughly indoctrinated into the teachings of Bach Mei, but I don't believe they themselves... None of them here have come here with the intent of killing. They came here for a chance at a better life. If we can avoid it, I would rather not kill them. I believe they can be rehabilitated. However, I know of at least one other main leader of this sect. An individual named Jade, or who goes by the name Jade Tigress, in the training sanctuary, and so he's going to point towards it. I believe that she, Steel Crane, and Bach Mei are the primary individuals to be aware of. Also, the second problem is that I don't know where Broder is. Which, as you can imagine, is a problem.
He's always a problem, really.
Hopefully he hasn't gone around trying to steal from people or assassinate anyone. I don't think Broder assassinates, does he? It's not really a him thing. I don't feel like it's a very librarian thing to do.
Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss anything super important.
No, especially because you're off on your own in stealth wise. The party is now worried about where you are. They're like, where?
I've done the equivalent of a shell game with my own body.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, that's great. You should just blend in with them, and they don't see you again.
I've already used your saying this day. I can't do it again.
So the party was talking outside. Broder, you're still inside because you're one of them. Do you want to do anything in this building? The rest of the party has left the building.
One of them.
We did.
I guess I'm gonna.
I guess you wouldn't know in character. We found out Jade Tigress is over here, but she's like one of the other three.
All right, I guess I'm gonna case the joint. Is there anything of value?
So.
Of course.
If you can give me an investigation roll, I will. Let's see here. How many rooms are there? There's 5 rooms, but I'll lump together some of them. I'll lump together the kitchen and the dining room as one investigation. The hallway and the bedroom is a second investigation, and then yeah. So we can start with that.
30 and a 24.
Okay, so they both succeed. The monk's room, there is nothing. It seems to be there's beads all over the place. There are some spare robes and sandals and stuff. So if you wanted to get like outfits for the rest of the party, you could, because you do have there is spare equipment. Then in the kitchen / dining room, there is a rare box of spices. You don't know how much it's worth, but you've never seen these spices before. You would have to do a sleight of hand because there is a monk in there washing the dishes. So if you wanted to pocket the spice, it would be a thing.
Gosh, I hope I can do that. 34, get it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's going to make a perception. He needs a nat 20. He rolled a 3. So yes, you got that. I'm
gonna steal his clothes too, just because I can.
Yes,
like...
you can. You actually you didn't need to do a sleight of hand for the clothes because that one was asleep.
Lamb just crouches by this guy, and the little eye icon closes. He is now hidden, and you can now pickpocket things into his pants.
I put a bucket over everyone's head in the room. Then I just rob the place blind.
For the purpose of notes, I'll just tell you that spice is worth 25 gold.
Cool.
All right. Can I have an investigation? We'll do one last one. The bedroom. This other, you get the sense that it's a bedroom anyway, but it's locked. So you could pick it though.
What was that? The spice, like
A small box of spices is 25 gold.
The
Okay.
spice
The
melange.
spice must flow.
Christ, that's expensive spice.
And what did you say to roll for this other hidden
You
room?
want to roll your thieves tool check to try to open the bedroom door because it's locked.
Okay. All right.
One memento, Shannon's cat is clawing at things.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that rolls properly. Let me. Okay, that is Dex plus proficiency. I think that's
you unlock
correct.
the door. In this bedroom, there are 2 beds, and they are labeled with like fancy filigree. One of the beds says Steel Crane, and the other bed says Jade Tigress.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna steal all of their things.
You know what? I fucking hope so. Kyle holds we've missed treasures in past adventures, so I am 100% okay with you robbing this place blind.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. And again, I will bundle this with the storage because they're right. You'll just go back and forth. Nat 20 again. We are rolling so many Nat 20s
Oh my
today.
God.
Holy shit, you're using it all up. We need those for combat, my dudes.
We need those for loot. I don't know what you're talking about.
So in the storage room, it's mostly just kitchen supplies, but you do find a silk bag containing 10 50 gold gems, so 500 gold worth of gems. And in their actual room, on Steel Crane's side of the room, there is a red wooden key. You don't know what it goes to, but it is a red wooden key. And then... Oh. Okay, I guess it's just in case you didn't find it the first time. Jade Tigress also has a red wooden key.
I'm gonna take both.
Amazing.
Other than that, let me just double check
Also,
something.
I will now use my botched insight roll, and I'm gonna take a shit on one of the beds.
In fairness, Jade Tigress and Steel Crane are probably the least, probably the best members to take shits on their beds because they're like actually in on this horse shit.
Yeah. Exactly. If I can't coup de grace people, I can at least be just fucking terrible.
All right. Yeah.
If I can't coup de grace you, I will still be a menace.
You also find a couple of the pages, not all of the missing pages, but let's say there's like 9 missing pages. You find 3 on Steel Crane's side and 3 on Jade Tigress's side. So you're still missing 3 pages, but you have 6 of the 9 missing pages from the book.
Oh shit.
Cool. So I'm gonna, I guess, return to the party, and be like, "Yes, new initiates, I have brought you some clothes to acclimate yourself to our order."
Calvary dresses up.
Would you like to do a performance check to see if they believe you to be not Lamb?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a fucking reason you're not?
I don't want it to be deception because I'm not actually trying to deceive them.
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
are
doing
giving them
my-
clothes. So that's why I said performance, because you just want to act like a monk. 13 performance. So the party is free to roll insight to see if you can figure out if this is a regular monk or if it is Lamb.
Oh.
Alfred, you have finally seen through his guise. Yes, Sendu and Nightshade, you both know that. Although you did roll as Theo by accident, but it's okay. But Sendu, and Sendu and Nightshade both do recognize Lamb. So Lamb, your cover is blown.
So what's a crit on recognizing someone?
Just you know it. There's not even.
He'll never be able to hide from you again.
No.
No, that's 100% true. I'm not the DM. Don't listen to me.
It just means that you like, even if there was a little, like, anything less than a nat 20, there's a little doubt, and he maybe could get around it. But no, on a nat 20, you are 100% sure that he is him.
Sendu
And I just like smelled him, and I was like, ugh.
Sendu will take the clothes gratefully and say, "Thank you, brother." Just like keeping up the performance.
Yes.
Nightshade sniffs it, and she's like, how am I supposed to get my wings through this? And then she puts it on, and it's so long, she looks like a little child in like her mom's night dress.
Can I roll insight that apparently Nightshade can identify me by smell?
No, she was smelling the robes.
No, I was smelling him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That 15 insight, it seems a little odd to you, but apparently she knows your scent well enough that she could determine you by smell.
Can I give myself a smell check real quick? Like,
roll perception with advantage because you're smelling yourself.
Wouldn't it be disadvantaged because he's used to his own smell?
Oh, good point. Nose blindness. Excellent point, JD. Roll perception with disadvantage because you're used to your smell.
A 15 apparent.
Did not matter.
Oh yeah, it's because I rolled below a 10 for
reliable talent. You rolled a 4 and an 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
God, that's a good class feature. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. So 100%, you smell yourself, and you're like, oh, okay, I do have a certain je ne sais quoi. So...
Oh no.
It smells like lies.
Oh no, my deception is becoming aromatic.
Yeah.
I'm detecting subtle notes of sandalwood, frankincense, and falsehood?
Yes. Broken dreams? Okay. So the party has an unknown building to the south and the training sanctuary to the east.
We might want to go see if we can get any information out of Jade Tigress before we launch what I assume is going to be an inevitable assault on Bok May. Outwardly, this sounds like because it's all in Gripply.
I just nod along like I know what's happening.
Alrighty, so I will reveal that building.
Yeah, I think we're heading for the training sanctuary, if there are no objections amongst the party.
So forgive my token of
oh no, what happened? Oh, Kyle.
What did you do?
So here's what happened. It was a group shot, and on my old photo editor, I had no problem with like cropping it, making it smaller. But on this new photo editor I got, no matter what I do, it just makes her the leftmost portion of a big frame. I can't edit out.
Oh, come on, you could do it.
No, I tried. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. So
you could ask me for help.
I should have asked for help.
So,
yeah.
So,
It's like
paintbrush crop save.
No. The cropping tool was not working right in this new program. So okay.
Paintbrush crop.
Let's
save.
keep going, folks.
Yes. But yes, so Jade, you as you approach this room, let me make sure it's not like locked or anything.
Kyle,
Yeah.
might I tell you about this thing called Microsoft Paint?
No, that's the thing. So I'm used to using Paint 3D, and I think it's more full featured. And then I was trying to use Paint, and I don't know how to do stuff. Paint does not have the tools I'm used to.
Paint regular is so easy.
So as far
Paint has had crop since Windows 2.
I know what crop is. That's not the thing. For some reason, it wouldn't let me. I don't know. I can't tell you. We can move on. I can't tell you why it wouldn't work.
Is it because you had 40 windows open and your computer couldn't deal with it?
Maybe every time I try to crop it, crashed.
Watch my hands. Are you ready for this? Print screen.
I'll just show it to Jess later, and we'll figure out why it wouldn't work. So moving on. So
Kyle,
we'll worry about it later.
Done.
The train of thought lost. Okay. Cries and sounds of stomping feet cut through the air. Within the open courtyard, a tall, imperious woman barks orders at 4 younger individuals. They should probably be like down here if they're practicing and stuff. You see weapon racks, balance beams, sandbags, wooden trading posts.
Hey, they be monks. They not allowed weapons. Get
there
out.
are monk weapons.
Monks use weapons.
Yeah. You
I know, but you said before they didn't.
Yeah, tradition.
Those monks didn't.
Yeah, the monks you've found so far haven't used weapons, but there are monk weapons. Yeah. So you see them training. They're hitting the sandbags, and Jade Tigress is leading a training session.
Oh, how dare they?
You guys are dressed as monks. Broder straight up looks like a monk, like 100%. And so she'll just say, 1 second. Okay.
It seems like Broder and Sendu at least are heading into this training sanctuary.
Yes. Is everybody else there? Because no one else moved their tokens. Is everybody else going here?
Nightshade is not,
Nightshade
apparently.
went
She's
west.
not one to be part of this scene.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
never
my grabber did that weird thing where it.
Sorry,
picked up-
I'm making fun. I'm being mean.
Yeah, where it picked up like the back, even though it also picked up my token. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So she would look up and be like, I'm sorry. We're mid training session. We don't. You can't join this one. You'll have to wait for the next one. And then
Are we allowed to observe?
If you are quiet. And then she goes back to, and she's like, punch, kick, somersault, high sundial flip, monkey crane fist 1000. Like, she just starts saying things that don't make sense.
I would like to inspect the room, specifically the building materials of the walls.
Okay.
Can I roll insight on if she's actually a monk, or is she also a disguised rogue who's just way in too deep?
You don't think monkey crane fist kick 1000 is an actual martial arts term?
I also don't know martial arts, so I'm not sure if I can actually call her out on it.
Okay, so I actually do have information on the building, so I'll start there. Give me a perception check, Halvard. And then, yeah, Lamb, if you want to do an insight based on what she said, you can.
Okay.
Damn, Albert.
Does everyone here look like humanoid? Are there any like other species here?
So far, no. Everybody here has appeared to be specifically human, elf, half elf. You haven't seen anything like dragonborn or dwarves or anything like that. It's been specifically because everybody's been really tall too. So something about the Immortal Lotus is like they only allow tall humanoid, like
They have a stretching machine in the back of the sanctuary.
So the fact that I'm like
a fairy.
You know, yeah.
Well, they don't stop people. And you guys haven't met all the members, so there still could be non-human members that you haven't run into. So
Interesting.
Literally, our entire party is wildly inhuman.
Because I'm like 4 feet tall, and my monk uniform is like dragging on the ground, and I had like holes punched in for my wings, and I'm just like,
yeah.
hey.
Sendu's like behind Nightshade, trailing with a sewing needle, like trimming it and hemming it as she goes.
You know what? Actually, as you guys look around, the 4 people in here, one of them is a kobold, and one of them is a lizard folk. So there you go. And that's
nice how that you just changed that on the fly.
Nope, you're welcome. You just got.
It's almost like DM's improv or something.
Yeah. So yes, everyone
Here's
here
a
has
question.
been human or elf, and you've now found 2 lizard-like creatures in the training place.
Is there any? Is Jade Tigress being like evenly strict to all 4 of them, or is she being especially hard on the kobolds and lizard folk?
No.
Is she racist?
No.
I'm looking for reasons to beat her up.
anything,
Okay.
It's more a perfectionist. So if anybody does even the slightest thing wrong, she's like, no, bad form, like this. And so she's very like detail oriented.
Is she a little bit of a dominatrix?
Wow.
She picks up one of the whips on the weapon rack. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I don't think whips are a monk weapon.
No, they aren't.
She puts on her black leather monk training suit.
and her 8-inch monk high heels.
And then she says, in order to train in the way you need to know the way of silence, and she takes out a ball gag.
Oh god. I've never been so glad to lack an oral orifice.
Oh my god.
And regarding my 22 on a perception
Yes, I
check?
was looking because I know that it contained like how tall the walls are and things like that. So I'm just trying to find it again. You guys are in the training grounds. It's a stone courtyard, so the walls are made of what look to be like natural stones that have been polished and stacked upon each other.
And the number of exits?
Just the one exit. And as she's walking around, she then takes her place back up at the front of the class. So
Okay.
clearly this is like the teaching podium kind of a thing.
Okay. You might notice Halvard is forming a plan in his mind. You see the little hamster wheel.
And there is
forming.
no ceiling. This is an open air courtyard for this one.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
How high are the walls?
10 feet.
Okay.
I had gotten a 15, by the way, on her training styles.
Yeah, it seems like she is, like a bit of a brute or a bit of a, I guess, yeah, domineering would be a good way to put it. But no, it's like, she is, very,
Don't me, mommy.
she's very strict and stern with her class. You don't know how she is outside of this, but that's how she is to these students, at least.
I love you, JD.
I'm just gonna kill Wes in real life. It's
What
fine.
did Wes say? I missed it.
I said,
He's not
"Dummy,
gonna
mommy."
repeat it, is
He's
he?
not gonna repeat it.
Sendu just Eldritch Blast the fuck out of Broder for no reason in the middle of the session.
You know what I do appreciate is
What do you appreciate?
kind of, but also not. Is usually in a stat block it'll say like the alignment. These don't state alignments for these monks, so there is like it is open to like if they're evil or not. So
Sendu, I imagine Sendu's like, yeah, I've been working on this unique cantrip. It's called Eldritch Backslap. Just fucking hurdles.
Can we have a
training?
recap on what our mission is here? I know we need to talk to Bok Choy.
so not even talk to Bak Mei killed, well, not Bak Mei, Bak Mei and their people killed the two Candlekeep librarians, attacked Candlekeep in general, infiltrated Candlekeep, stole pages of the book. And the book the pages dealt with immortality and taking and
The construction of an artifact,
yes,
known as the gloves of soul catching.
Yes.
So as a group, do we want to discuss what our goal is here? Do we want to retrieve the pages and kill May? Do we want to wipe out this whole, like, what's our goal here?
So I think that's a thing we could have discussed on the way to the sanctuary, if that's okay, Kyle.
Yeah. You guys like maybe stopped by. There's not really a good place to do that over here, and so
yeah, that makes sense. The retrieval of the pages of the book are, I believe, of paramount importance, but equally important is cutting off the head of the organization that has been audacious enough to strike at Candlekeep itself.
All right.
I
so
don't
do
believe
we?
that. I'm sorry.
Do we want to kill Tiger Gem and Steel Magnolia? Like, what's the
Steel Crane,
Yeah.
Jade Tigress,
Yeah.
May.
So we wanna
believe
kill the
those
three of them.
are our targets. Yes.
Okay.
Well, what if all of them aren't bad? Maybe it's just the head that's bad. Maybe you cut off the head and...
Well, do we want to proceed with more of a persuading the two officers that they're on the wrong team and to join Candlekeep?
Well, I think the problem is that they're going down a path for supreme power, and that's why they broke in to take that one thing. I think they killed those people to get a supreme power when they want to be on the path to enlightenment and peace, when someone decided to go for an ultimate power.
Well, Nightshade, someone who kills on the path to peace?
Exactly. So I think that someone's corrupted and is leading them on the bad path.
Yeah.
So if we can take out the person who's leading them on the bad path and return them on the path to peace.
Okay. Is the consensus then that we just need to kill Bach May, or do we have to kill all 3 officers?
I believe that if we engage in combat with Bakme, we will not be able to avoid fighting Steel Crane and Jade Tigress.
Okay.
While it is possible that we can apprehend the 2 of them alive, and I believe Nightshade is correct that that would be ideal, I believe we should be prepared for them to fight to the death.
Okay.
As earlier, the other 2 acolytes were completely willing to give their lives for this cause.
With my perception of 22, did I discern anything regarding the doors to the courtyard?
The doors, I think, were wooden. Let me double check. Yeah, the doors were wooden.
Do they have handles, or knobs?
These ones don't have either. So they're
They're just big old push doors.
They're just
So they don't
push doors.
they don't lock.
Not the training ones. The training ones don't lock. These doors were different, and these doors are different, but these ones are just.
And
wooden
while
ones.
we were outside before we entered the courtyard, were we able to hear the shouts of the people
Yes.
training inside?
Yes, the narrative I read you was before you'd stepped inside. You could hear the stomping, the punching, the kicking,
Okay.
the yelling from outside. Yes.
All right. Well, my proposal is this. Perhaps we create a distraction that would permit us to enter the White Lotus temple without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps by going to the kitchen and setting a small fire, that perhaps everyone their attention would be focused on that. Then we kind of sneak into the Lotus, and we could have our moment with Bach May without having to worry about anybody else coming in and joining the fight.
Not impossible, but we would need something rather significant as a distraction.
Like a fire.
Yeah, but also if we're turning on the path of peace, do we really want to start it with a fire?
I have an idea.
Oh, I don't like.
What is
those
your
words.
idea, Broder?
It's a secret.
Broder, that's already a bad idea then.
I can promise you it's a good one.
Not a fan.
I feel like I'm gonna roll a d6, and if it's even, I'm gonna go with him.
Oh God.
It's a horrible idea.
Yes.
Bad idea.
Okay, so it was a 4, so I'm all in with Broder.
No.
I'm all in.
Your decision-making skills are the worst.
Apparently, Foos is now the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so we need to hear from Foos.
What were the things? What was Broder won't tell us?
They're
right?
trying to make
Do
it
Broder's secret thing.
right. We want to do a distraction of some kind. I have silent image at will. I was hoping to find a way to utilize that.
Okay.
What is that?
Silent image allows me to create a 15-foot cube illusion, but it has to be just visual. So there's no sound, smell, sensory effects, no nothing.
I've got major image, if that helps.
If we could find out a little bit more of the things that they idolize, having a image of something, a miracle show up that would attract all of them would be pretty darn cool.
Sendu, what happens if someone touches it?
They pass right through it.
So as soon as they touch it, they know it's not real.
Assuming I put something on the ground, yes.
Oh.
But if it's something in the air, for instance, a rock with a 15-foot wingspan.
I imagined a boulder with wings.
You had an encounter with a rock in recent sessions.
I know what a rock is. My mind went to a different place.
Very valid. Honestly, very valid. The issue is the rock could not screech or make the sounds that a rock would be expected to make.
But the rock can cook. And you can smell.
No, no.
I
don't know what
Broder's
Broder's mystery idea was.
He
Oh,
didn't
it's
tell
so
us.
good. You just have to trust me.
Sendu, what did you just roll?
I
Food.
didn't roll anything, did I?
Yes, you did.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten a Sendu roll.
I literally just got Sendu rolled a 13.
It might be old.
I don't know.
No,
Honest to
Weird.
God,
13
don't know
was
what that
way
is.
earlier. It's out of order. Sendu rolled a 13 at 6:10.
Weird.
That's
It
weird.
literally just popped up for
Yeah.
me.
No,
Yeah.
it's really weird.
Weird.
So
What's Foos gonna do? What is Foos's plan?
Foos would be like, well, we know I'm gonna be, what do you call it?
Devil's advocate?
Yeah, third party advocate. So
What?
I'm gonna run libertarian. So we have
I don't think you're using that word right there,
I
bud.
just lost all respect for you.
So I'm gonna run Green Party. Okay, so the point is,
Didn't help.
we
He's
know
trying.
Bach May is in the Lotus, and we know what all the buildings are, except we have no idea what this building is. Does that concern anybody else?
That one is a bit of a mystery. I
We
was
can
going to
check
go
that
there
out.
while Broder was doing whatever it is he was doing. What were you doing secretly inside the bunks, by the way?
I do my normal Broder things. I stole some things. Here's some spices and some of the pages of the books.
What?
Oh, and some gems.
What?
Nightshade just like
There's more as well.
pinches her brow and is just like shakes her head like
You found pages of the book we're looking for and you didn't think to tell it? Broder, is theft just a thing that you do?
No, of course not.
You
Also-
just said it was normal Broder things.
Also, here's 2 red keys.
What? Red keys to what?
I don't know.
Can I have
Halberd?
you give me perception?
Is this building with red doors
I was
locked?
gonna say this building has red doors. Yes.
Halvard would like to taste the spice. So Halvard puts his finger in the spice and licks it.
Are your hands clean, Halvard?
absolutely
What do you
not.
care?
Probably not.
I care a fair bit because you just put your finger in this spice.
Yeah? Is there some sort of link between dirty hands and
You've
communicable
contaminated the
diseases?
food.
Senju just stares at Halvard.
In the
Yes.
animal kingdom, we just eat with our bare hands. We don't. take any precautions.
You eat with your lion hands.
I was about
Organics
to make that same joke, Kyle.
so strange.
But
to
also,
me.
my tongue can disinfect things, so I'm not
Give me a
concerned.
perception check to see how good that spice tastes.
Did you know that a lion's tongue is so coarse it will peel the skin off of your arm?
Oh,
If it licks you?
gross.
Really?
Yeah.
What
it's
am I
got,
rolling?
like,
Perception.
crazy barbs on it.
I'm rolling a perception on the spice.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. It's not like the best spice you've ever tasted. That was definitely down in Chult. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. I don't gain any magical abilities, do I? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, look at how horrifying that is. It's got spines on it.
Okay, so before we do anything else, perhaps we should go into this locked
Now
building
that's
that
a
we
barbed tongue.
Yeah.
Jesus God.
blink, blink, blink.
No, not gonna go there. Yeah. So yes, you know you have red keys. Broder has discussed what he found. Foos's vote was that you should explore everywhere before we do distractions or invasions or whatever.
And that's fair. Shall we
support
do that?
100%.
Yeah, we definitely have to know everything in order to plan.
I wasn't gonna give Foos a vote, but you guys made me give him a vote. So
All right, so Halvard and the group perhaps proceed towards the red door building now that we know we have a red key.
Fantastic.
Well, anyway.
What?
You know, the more fur is on a tongue, the spicier things are. Is your tongue on fire right now?
Nope.
Sendu would like to drop his concentration on enhanceability, and when we get up to the door, I would like to do a quick look to see if anyone is actively looking at us.
Okay.
And I would like to cast Silent Image on the door and just make an empty space with the red door closed.
Okay.
Ah.
So yeah, let's do a
clever.
perception check first to see if anybody's looking.
Senju's going to communicate this to the party so that they can also keep an eye out.
Okay.
Anyway, while we're on lookout, I'm going to ask Foos. Once we do this, what distraction are you for? Good old buddy. Foos, old pal of mine.
I've known you for a while, Broder, and
Yep.
you're pretty
You know you
good
can trust
at
me.
like either not making a scene or making a scene. You cover both ends of the spectrum.
Mhm.
So yeah, I trust you, buddy, old pal.
Yes.
Let me have Foos roll a wisdom save.
God.
I mean, he's absolutely not wrong.
Okay, so Sendu on and I guess Sendu, Halvard, and Nightshade. You notice that every once in a while they're doing their splits and aerobics trainings over here, they do look over here occasionally. Not that they're looking at you, but it's just like as they're observing nature and stuff around them, they do look over here once in a while.
And the human eye is drawn towards movement, so...
Yes, exactly. So
Cool.
while they're
I would
staring
love
at
to-
you probably should be stealthy or careful or whatever, yeah.
I would love for Manavaka to rustle some bushes over here to draw their attention, while Sendu casts Silent Image and makes that, like, shroud over the door.
Yes.
Going to roll anything for that.
I'll let Madavaka... Yeah, let's have Madavaka do... Performance.
That sucks.
Because he's acting as a distraction, so that was kind of...
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. All right, well, his charisma is a +0, and he has no proficiency at all.
Or, because I did it for Halvard last week, you could do nature and try to be a bush.
You'd just be loud and obnoxious, like
I feel like you could throw a rock.
Yeah, if you want to just throw a rock or something, I could do an athletics check, yeah.
I mean, athletics is a -4, so not bad.
Don't
but
throw
actually,
a
no,
rock.
his intelligence is a +2. So, like, nature not to be a bush, but to be insects.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
loudly.
Insects, that's a good one.
What Manavaka wants to do. What Manavaka wants to do is he
burn
wants
down
to
that
emulate
tree.
the sounds of bugs fucking.
Okay, yeah, I thought Madavaka was going to burn down a tree.
Also, guys, he is just a fucking bird. He could pretend to be a bird.
He's not a bird, he's a fire
sprite.
spirit. He's a sprite.
Well, it looks like a bird.
Jesus!
Nat 20 on that nature check to be bugs.
So many bugs.
So many bugs
There are
fucking.
50 cicadas on that tree, and they are all screaming.
Yes.
Yes, 100% Steel Crane and his acolytes 100% thinks there's bugs fucking in that tree. And so that has their attention. So when you guys do your, whether it's sleight of hand or stealth or whatever, you will have advantage because Madavaka is distracting.
Sendu puts up that wall. He puts up that illusory shroud. There's this instantaneous flash of violet flame that fades immediately. And I'm going to draw a 15-foot cube. That is the shape of the silent image.
Oh, because in addition to the door, it's also making it look like you're not standing there.
That's exactly
Okay.
right.
Yeah,
Not only does the door not open, we are not standing there.
Okay, yeah. Then I would say because there's not anybody close enough to hear a clicking of a lock or anything, I'm not even going to make you roll sleight of hand or anything.
Hell yes!
Like if someone was standing here, I'd make you roll sleight of hand, but no,
Sure.
you don't even need to.
That silent image I knew was going to come in handy at some point.
You notice that there are indeed, yes, you have 2 red doors. What do you do?
Pop them red keys, brother.
Yep, sure. I'll do the thing.
Do that thing.
There's 1 key per door because there are 2 keyholes. Okay.
Mage hand. If I need it.
Who needs to use real hands?
You find that when you turn 1 key, nothing happens. You have to turn them both at the same time.
Mage hand. We're
You
turning both.
can't do 2 keys at once.
Well, with mage hand I can.
Oh, as in like Mage Hand has 1 key, you have the other key? Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you were trying to give
Bonkers.
both keys to Mage Hand. I'm like, you can't do 2
Oh.
Mage Hands. Okay, gotcha.
Not with that attitude. like to double
That'd be
con.
wild if you could upcast. Like at like level 20, you get 4 mage hands. No, I'm kidding.
And then you could just
Oh my
play excellent piano.
Oh my god.
Honest to God, though, that's a trick that a high level wizard would 100% do.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Take my notes. bitch.
There's a token in here, y'all. Let's be careful before we leave this silent image.
This appears to be some sort of library. This grand wooden building is constructed around ancient stone walls of a structure forgotten by time. Its red lacquered double door, which is now unlocked, bears a carving of a lotus floating above 2 open palms. The building's interior is one large space containing 2 rows of wooden practice dummies with some other furnishings pushed toward the back of the room. Scrolls are stored in lattices along the east and west walls. You hear a faint moan nearby from behind the rows of equipment.
Oh, someone's fucking in the stacks.
Someone's probably masturbating in the stacks.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
I would like to inspect the carving.
If someone's moaning in the stacks, I'm definitely gonna go investigate because I'm gonna. I would like to
Let's take a look.
perception is
to
to see if someone's like hurt or something.
Yeah,
just
that's
walked
right.
in, so Broder's 100% in there.
Broder also rolled a stealth. He got a 29.
Yes, so Broder, you are good. And then
we have advantage on stealth, right?
Yes,
we do.
Oh
I
shit.
said that any stealth or no, that was for the outside stuff because for like opening the door and stuff. Once you're inside, Madafaka is not distracting this person, so no, you don't have it for inside.
Oh.
I would love to roll a perception check to see if I can see anyone
Nightshade
inside.
stealth. I'm sorry.
May I?
I say I get to re-roll because I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Meaning I was tricked.
In fairness, you should be at disadvantage because you're wearing heavy armor. Unless it's mithril?
No, it is different
Okay,
now.
cool.
What I will do is because I don't. No, I think it's still the 3. So...
May I
have
roll a
mithril.
perception before we go inside so that I just like take a quick look and see if I can see the person who's groaning?
Yeah, I wouldn't have moved if I would have looked first before I moved because I thought we still had advantage.
Fine. So what I'll do is that Jess, the 15 is your stealth for outside because that's where you had advantage. So you are still stealthy outside. Yes. But yeah, give me a perception. Sendu? Yes, there you are. You don't know, you just hear moaning.
What about me?
A person,
I can say it is a... It is a female's moans. Out of 10, you would know that. 24, it's a female, maybe...
Probably a person, maybe.
Yes.
A prisoner?
It's a female dwarf to Nightshade.
On 24, I think it's a female dwarf. That's all I'm getting on a 24.
Oh, and they are moans of, like, pain.
Oh, no.
Broder, you have just walked up. This is what you see. But...
Albeit less happy, I assume.
Less happy.
And
Here's
not
the
climbing a mountain.
And not climbing a fucking mountain.
Yes, and also not clothed. Here's the description.
Ew.
A dwarf suspended from thick ropes, stripped to their underwear, hangs limply in the bonds. As you draw closer, you see dark, painful bruises on their body in a pattern that matches the grooves on the wooden dummies. They look up at you. Well, I guess they wouldn't because you're... Nope, they wouldn't say this because Broder is stealthy.
I'm gonna return the putty and be like, yeah. So there's a dwarf lady who needs our help. I think
Then we go inside.
Fully, like slashed up and like tied up on the wall.
We don't have long before this illusion wears off, so we should go.
Okay, let's go inside. It seems safe, as far as I can tell.
With my 8, I definitely am stealthy.
Was there anyone else to hide from in here? Sendu didn't see anyone, so...
No, that is the only person who's in here.
Sendu just walks inside. Like, he's not gonna stealth. Yeah. The door is... However, after Halvard comes in, he will close the door behind them.
Yeah, for sure.
John isn't here, so I'll just move Halvard's token in.
Oh, no. So yeah, he's going to close the door and then dismiss the silent image because there's no reason to keep it up anymore.
So as the party walks in, first of all, she sees Broder, who's a monk, and you're all dressed up as monks. And so she's going to be like, oh, no, please no more. Please no more. No, please don't. No, no.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. We are not with the Order. We're here to help.
Can I roll a perception check to see if she's been raped?
Oh.
Jesus!
That's a joke.
Okay.
If it's a joke, then yeah. But if he wanted to actually do something to detect her wounds, that would be a medicine check. So anyone can feel free to roll medicine if you want to try to look at her wounds in general.
Hey, John, we can't even see you. You're like...
Yeah, we thought you weren't here, John.
I'm getting food.
If the consensus is yes, at that point, we're just burning this whole place down with the people in it.
So medicine checks to look at wounds. If... What was I gonna say?
think that Nightshade is, like, in her fairy form, she's just flying up, and she says, don't worry, we're here to help. And she just, like, lights up a little bit and tries to look non-threatening.
Oh, while she thought you were evil, because I left something out, I was about to say it before you guys said your thing, so I just want to include it because it's fucked up.
Sorry.
When she was like, please no more, she said, they look up at you with tears streaming from her eyes, and she rasps, please let me die. And then you guys say, don't worry, we're here to help.
So, yeah, gonna ask Foos to heal these wounds, and I'll give Nightshade a dagger to cut her down.
Yeah, if Foos can please come in here. Sendu was gonna
Foos is still back at the tree. No,
Foos is still back there. Sendu's gonna go and like help to support her body so she isn't like dangling from the ropes anymore.
And Nightshade will shimmy out of her monk's gear because it's way too big anyways. And if anyone asks, she'll just be like, I was too small and nothing fit.
I would love to do that medicine check. If you
yes, please give me medicine.
And this is just like analytical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
So 15.
She has, the wounds look like the same kinds that are on the dummies, so it's definitely like she's been punched and kicked.
She's been treated as a training dummy.
Yes.
God, that's so fucked up. That's a whole person.
Let's see. It looks like, if you had to, like, gamify it, she has 1 hit point and 5 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
This lady needs a nap.
Nothing nefarious like John was hinting at before, so nothing like that.
But this woman has been beaten half to death.
99% to death, yes.
Yeah.
The Nightshade holds her in her arms.
She definitely looked like she was
4 feet tall.
She definitely looks like she was tortured.
Damn.
Sendu is rapidly losing sympathy for these monks.
Yeah. Right. Nightshade be like, what happened? We're actually from Candlekeep. They attacked us and we came here because we were trying to figure out what's going on. They took something really dangerous. And we're trying to get it back.
I'm the only survivor of a party. We were, they're all dead now, so we were heroes. Sorry, my name is Karbeck. So an Immortal Lotus monk, disguised as a beggar, lured my group to this temple where we were tortured one by one and killed.
Why?
I don't know what they wanted from us. I don't know what they...
Yeah, can we insight that?
Yeah.
Also, you said this was a library, right?
There are scrolls around here, yes.
So those bodies that were being disposed of, I wonder if that was her party.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna, while they're addressing
they were, like,
the person,
stealing
I'm
stuff
gonna,
from them or whatever.
I'm gonna check out the scrolls, see if there's anything that might be giving us clues to what's going on here.
Insight of 13, not the best. Anyone else going to?
I think that Sendu was a little too focused on like cutting her down and taking stock of her wounds to like try to discover the veracity of her story. And besides, she's beaten as badly as she is. Sendu does not think she's in a position to lie.
If I hear inside
anyone who wants to survive and wants to be rescued, who was not on the up and up, would want to lie.
Oh, I told you what Sendu's impression of the situation was, not what is an objective truth.
No.
She would say, I don't know specifically. I know that there were 4 of us, and the other 3 are dead now. I know I don't know what parts they had, but I know for my part, I had studied a book. You mentioned Candlekeep. I had been to Candlekeep, and I had studied. What was the book called?
Was it the Book of Inner Alchemy by chance?
Yes. That was it.
Did they ask you questions? I'm sorry, Nightshade, I interrupted you.
All right. Did we get anything with our insight rolls, Kyle?
Yeah, she is definitely telling the truth, and she doesn't know why they wanted the Book of Inner Alchemy, or like why, and even if they wanted that information from her, why they would have killed the other 3 members of the party. She doesn't know that.
Interesting.
All right, I'm gonna get some coffee real quick. Well, figure out what's going on with Lady.
Well, I don't know why I'm still alive.
I'm guessing you have more that they want from you. You see, that book is what they took from Candlekeep.
I didn't study it long. I'm not a monk myself, but what was in there that was so, like, as far as I know, this I've heard about this order before, and they didn't used to be so bloodthirsty and so evil.
Well, I'm guessing something's corrupted them. We had hoped we could take out the corruption and turn them back to being peaceful, but looking at the way you've been treated, I don't know if that's...
If different leadership has made them this way, then perhaps it can turn them back to what they were. Was Sendu and his kitty widget able to cut her down from the ropes?
Yes. You
Fantastic.
Get her down, and she's now leaning. She's like sitting on the floor, leaning against the wall.
Yeah, to my knowledge, Nightshade had been like holding her up so that she was slack. So
yeah,
it should have
and
been.
then Sendu cut it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we lay her down as gently as we can. I think that you...
Okay.
And I say...
Is there any way we can take her? Was it just... Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Sendu was looking around for other, like, ways out of this building. If we can, like, get her into the forest, maybe.
It is literally just those red doors are the only opening or closing to this building.
Gotcha.
What's the building made out of?
So the inside is made of stone, and the outside is made of wood. So it was originally a stone building, and then they built over it a wooden layer.
It's more aesthetically pleasing. We love that hardwood.
It's definitely an open floor plan.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a studio apartment.
It's open concept. Yeah.
What are Halford and Foos doing right now?
Foos is just watching. Foos will offer to heal. I can heal, guys.
Yes.
Give her a bit of comfort, but I believe
Not
that we're
going to be doing
need
much
some
for
of
her
it soon.
exhaustion, of course.
Alfred wanted to inspect the stone carving of the lotus hand thing.
Oh, on the door?
Yeah.
You said there was a carving of
yes.
Yeah, that was on the door.
Yes.
While you were here, were there any books in particular they kept going back to over and over again, or any scrolls they kept going back to over and over again. Anything that might seem important that we could go to maybe learn to see what they were trying to do. I mean, this also seems like quite a strange place to have you.
When they were in here, they weren't. When they would look at the scrolls, it was as a form of teaching. There are certain lessons that they would teach in here to higher members. I don't know what was contained in that, but she points you to a rack. She points you over to this rack and says they seem to concentrate on these scrolls.
What they did to you, were they trying to teach techniques on you?
I think that the same techniques they used on the dummies they used on me. So I would guess that once they'd mastered them, they used them to torture me.
Well,
Thank you. We're going to try our best to free you, and, obviously we're going to try our best to make this a better place. And Nightshade is going to be like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go look over and see what I can find over there.
For Halvard's thing, red lacquer double door, carving of a lotus floating above two open palms. Halvard, can I have either history or religion?
Shit, Halvard.
Okay. You recognize the lotus is obviously this place, but the open palms is a completely different sect. That is a symbol of the way of the open hand. And the way of the open hand is not in like the way the open hand is about healing and like actually about inner peace and stuff. Like, so it's like you get the sense that the lotus has corrupted the open hand. So it's a sect of the open hand that is darker and malevolent. Okay, and then Broder was looking at.
I wonder how long Bach May's been in charge. Sorry, continue.
No, that's okay. Broder was looking at the racks. Is that right?
Yeah, I was seeing if there was anything that might help us with the scrolls.
Look at this one. Look over here.
Let's see.
I'm gonna look at that one.
I'll let Broder and Nightshade do it. So whoever wants to do it, the other one can do it with advantage. Who wants to do investigation?
Word on the street.
I want to roll advantage on investigation.
Nightshade, are you good with the help action?
I mean, I have a +6. Are you good on yours?
I only got a 27 on mine.
Oh no!
Advantage.
You poor soul.
He only
I
has
know.
a +14 to that.
Only a 27.
Yeah.
Truly, your life
Are you
is
sure
suffering.
you can handle
I
it?
know.
You find the scrolls here deal with the flow of ki and how to manipulate it. You find several diagrams that talk about the dummies, but that's going to be a different check. Can I have either from Nightshade or Broder, or you can use the help action, a medicine check? So who has better medicine and who wants to roll medicine between Nightshade and...
Dear God, they're made from bodies?
Mine is a whole lot of nothing.
Let's see. Medicine. I have a +1.
I mean, considering they were trying to, that's better than mine technically. I mean, if I can help her, I will.
Okay, Nightshade, roll me a medicine with advantage.
I mean, 13.
13 is good enough. 13 is exactly what you needed, actually.
Hell yeah.
It's not that the dummies are made of bodies. The dummies are made of wood, but they've been infused with ki to act like bodies, and that the markings and the grooves and the etchings, grooves, whatever, in the bodies represent where the energy of ki flows in the human body. and therefore, if they punched, the idea was to punch and kick and attack the dummies and learn how to stop the flow of ki in actual people.
Makes sense.
What are the effects of a ceased flow of ki on the average human body?
Probably paralysis and death.
Good question, actually.
Probably a stunning strike, one might say.
Yeah.
Let me see.
A strike that one might say is stunning.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Probably at a high enough level, you can do what Jess did and, use like some sort of quivering palm technique to stop their heart.
Fucking hell, quivering palm.
Yes, for the purposes of this, we'll count it as, yes, you could kill with a blow, you could stun or paralyze with a blow. Yes.
Yeah.
You could knock the wind out of someone with a blow. So yeah, it's literally like knowing the right spots in the body to stop certain body parts from working.
Cool. Sendu would like to cast Detect Magic, just like while he's keeping the woman whose name I'm so sorry I don't remember comfortable.
Was Carbon.
Could you do that? Could you do that to a Warforged? I'm gonna ask Sendu what would happen if Sendu was attacked with these techniques.
I think it would really hurt his circuits. It would cause a short circuit, and it would affect him the same way.
With techniques that halt or impede the flow of ki within a body?
Yeah.
My body contains organic components, and also contains the life force that sustains any other sentient being. As such, I would not imagine that I possess any resistance to these sorts of techniques.
Yeah, there are Warforged monks, so yeah.
Now, when you say organic components...
That's so funny, because me and JD were talking about this just the other day.
Hey, you know what? I figured this is why we were talking about it. I am concerned with your curiosity in regards to my organic components, brother.
I'm more concerned about what exactly is an organic component.
I admit that the specific intricacies of the way my body works elude me. I did not construct me, after all. Although it's possible that records of my construction do still exist within the mansion at which I originally served. Not many of them. I mostly burned it down.
Sendu,
Yes.
are you made of people?
I don't know that I'm not made of people.
He is people.
Thank you, Nightshade. I like to think that I'm people.
When you said you burned it down, I just picture like the end of like Django Unchained. Like it's like
It's much more Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll leave it at that, because I don't have the medicine to really like.
Do you want to try rolling medicine, either Sendu or Broder?
I don't think it bothers Sendu that much. Like I don't think he really cares.
And I'm not gonna go getting all up in Sendu's guts either to determine if this is the case or not.
If it bothers you ethically, Broder, I am centuries old. Any organics used to fuel my components would have been long dead by now anyway.
Oh no, it's not.
I don't think he has morals, so it's fine.
What? Rude.
If anything, if you required more parts, Lamb would get them for you.
You know,
Jesus God.
I'm not gonna lie. Really, though, the more concerning thing is I'd ask what kind of parts he'd prefer.
Definitely don't get a jar labeled Abby Normal.
Yeah.
And
You put an abnormal brain in my 7.5 foot tall warforged.
So
6.5 foot tall. I'm sorry.
All right, so where were we? Oh, so she would say, so Foos heals her. Is there a way? She would go. I feel better after the heals. Is there anything you can do about how tired I am?
You could sleep. Once we get you out of here.
So I have a question, Kyle.
Take a nap, bitch.
I'll answer JD right after I say something to Broder. I want to help. I want to get revenge on my friends and myself. So she points at the table and there's like her armor and her weapons are there, and she's like, I could get my gear if I could feel better. I want to help you stop them.
And I say, unfortunately, with how exhausted you are, you're gonna need a couple days to get better from how exhausted you are, and you're gonna unfortunately be more of a liability in battle than you are gonna be a help. If you have any information, of course, about the layout of this place or any way to cause a distraction so that we could create a better plan to get the leaders by themselves, that would be very helpful. But I think in battle by themselves, or in battle, I don't think that you would be very helpful right now.
I'm gonna ask Nightshade to put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Because here's my thought. Sendu has that place that he can take us where we all can take a power nap.
Right. But when you have 5 levels of exhaustion, it's gonna take days to rid of that.
Yes, but I just looked up the level of exhaustion. Level 1, disadvantage on stuff. Level 2, speed halved. Level 3, disadvantage on attacks and saving throws. Level 4, hit points halved. Level 5, speed 0, so she can't even move on her own. And
right.
Level 6, if she gets one more, instant death. So yeah.
She's pretty much useless. And I'm pretty sure it will literally take her multiple long rests to get rid of those exhaustion.
Is there a magical? You guys have magic? Is there a magic way to
None of us have the restorative power that would be required to bring you back to anything resembling.
So right now,
character does Foos? I have to look at Foos' spells.
That's up to you, buddy. None of us are clerics.
I don't know.
No, I'm looking at Foos' spells.
I would imagine he has nothing better than lesser restoration.
He has lesser restoration, which does affect conditions. Oh, but not exhaustion. Okay.
So, to my knowledge, the best thing she could do is provide us information, because we literally could not strap her on like a backpack and carry her around. She would be a liability.
If we put her in the bag of holding,
she would die.
She'd be okay for 10 minutes and then die.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wait, if you die and then come back to life, does the exhaustion go away?
No.
That's a fucked up question to ask.
Because Foos has Revivify.
I mean,
well, hold on, does it? Does that work? Yeah.
Out of game, are we gonna spend 300 gold pieces on that?
No.
Foos could spend 300 of his gold on this.
Joseph would rather we save those 300 gold
I need
pieces
money for a
diamonds.
tattoo, so Foos, pony up. I need like 1,500.
No.
So.
So Foos will
Foos' money is Foos' money.
Not use Revivify in that way.
We're not gonna kill her to revive her.
He does heal her up like HP wise, but yeah.
Yeah, she literally cannot move on her own. So.
My question to you, though, Kyle.
Yes.
Technically, rules as written, I cannot do this. But would I be able to just store her safely within my genie's vessel so that I know she is secure? Again, this is not something mechanically that normally I could do, but for the purposes of this, given that the best we can do for her is just keep her safe.
I'm going to do a combination of 2 rolls, and if you succeed on both, yes. So, first is an Arcana roll.
I'm not going to succeed, that's fine. Could I communicate telepathically with Manavaka to get the help action?
How far does your telepathy reach?
The same plane of existence.
Really?
Okay.
Let me double check that, because it's part of
it's 100 feet for like a wizard's familiar, but I don't know about warlocks.
Well, it's part of an invocation I have.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's part of Voice of the Chainmaster. We can speak telepathically so long as we are on the same plane of existence, and I can speak through his mouth if we are on the same plane of existence.
Then I would rule that yes, because it's a knowledge that both you and him could work on together and have a conversation in your head. Yes, you could have advantage on the Arcana.
We discussed the ways in which Agniastra's magic flows through the vessel.
Yes.
Cool.
Which will lead into the second roll if you succeed on the first.
That's a 16?
That succeeds. You think that it is magically possible but you would need to get Agniasta's approval. So there is now a persuasion check with Agniastra, which I normally would make with disadvantage because it's a big ask, but again, Madavakan can give you the help action, so you'll roll it flat.
Gotcha. So, Lord Agniastra, I seek sanctuary for one who we have found who was wounded. In order to preserve my focus for what I believe to be a coming battle, may I have your permission to house this woman within your vessel? And persuasion check.
Yeah. I don't know, Azra. I don't.
My name is Sendu. I do not know who this Azra is.
I said Azra, didn't I? Kyle is, yep.
That is a 19, and I'm going to keep that.
He said Sendu. He says... I think it's the Warlock part of it, where it's like Gorgoth and Azra and Sendu and Agniastra, yeah.
I do have a habit of Warlocks, don't I?
So, he goes, that's a pretty big ask, but okay, Sendu. This one time, I'll stretch it for you.
Your loyal servant thanks you, Agniastra. And Sendu is going to hold up the woman and say, I can take you somewhere safe, but I need you to agree to it.
Get in this Pokeball.
You will be held within an extra-dimensional space where you will be safe and comfortable. You cannot assist us in this fight. We do not have the resources to bring you up to a point where you can fight. I will put you there with your armor and everything that you own.
Okay.
And I will take you out when it's safe. Do I have your permission?
Yeah, can I... Yeah, okay, yes, that's fine.
I will also, if you would like, bring you back out when we kill Bakme. So that you can see her... So that you can see him die.
Yes, that sounds excellent.
I got you.
I will tell you, Jade Tigress was the one who was torturing me. So, if you could also handle her, that'd be pretty good.
100% filing that away. Thank you.
Okay. And she goes inside your Pokeball and...
Fantastic. I must you. This is obviously the PC box where Sendu stores his Pokemon when he's not using them. Oh, no, that was so good, John.
It's actually that thing where like the ball closes and you got to hold the A button or the B button and then it flashes. And then
I will have you know that the way to do it is you mash the A button while it's wobbling, but the B button while it's still. That's the technique for catching Pokemon 100% of the time. Gotcha. Except for it doesn't work, and that's just a fluke. No, ignore that.
Well, it does work one time, and that's with a Master Ball.
And that's all you need. Sendu will also put her armor and other equipment. Like, he had her point out before he put her in there. And then he's going to help the group look at the scroll, which I assume they've been doing in the meantime.
Yes. So yeah, you guys now know that they've been practicing how to stop the flow of ki in bodies, and that they had used it on her, which is how they gave her that much exhaustion and that much damage. Yeah. So that is everything.
Fuck these guys
in this building.
Wildly fuck these guys.
Yeah. So anyway,
Steel Crane still seems pretty cool.
He was about to kick our ass for the audacity of existing in front of him.
So,
you approached his territory, and he's the guard.
We're go for Operation
Slash and Burn?
Broderstorm.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Operation what?
Broderstorm.
Broderstorm.
Yeah, the vote was in Broder's favor, so Broder is the go-to distraction.
I would like to do one sweep of Detect Magic around the room to make sure none of these scrolls are magical.
Yes, there is no magic scrolls. You do sense like a hint of magic in the dummies, but it was just it's not that ki is magical, but they had to imbue the wood with magic so the wood would hold ki.
Right. So the wood would act enough like a body to interact with ki in a way that is helpful for monks to train with.
Yes.
That makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly recast Silent Image on that front door so no one sees us walking in.
Before you leave the building, we're going to take a break because I have to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Runs quickly to the bathroom so we can't get there.
The Spanish flea.
All right. So now that
We'll be
Kyle's
back
gone,
soon. Do 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 do.
so now that Kyle's gone, would you like to hear what my plan is?
Oh, we get to know?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes, please.
I mean, it's out of game because Broder likes being mysterious, or Lamb does. So the shit I took on the bed, I'm gonna leave a note that says Steel Crane sends his regards with a heart, and then I'm gonna go to the Jade Tigress and be like, "Hey, Steel Crane wanted you to had something in the bed in your like private quarters for you."
Okay, that's genius. Get them to fight each other. I love the thought of provoking them against each other.
Yes.
That's freaking genius.
And we can definitely fall back to JD's plan of just giant rock in the sky.
I love it. I think that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, me too.
Do they have provocation in the D&D universe like they did in Ultima Online?
I don't know. I mean,
Like,
I assume they'll be pissed.
Like, you're in a room with two mobs. Instead of fighting the two mobs, you provoke the one mob on the other mob and they fight. And then you just finish off the one who's left.
Yeah.
Probably something a bard should be able to do.
Yeah, very much so. In Pathfinder, at least, there's actually some enchantment spells that you get people to attack their own friends. It's not for very long normally, but they're a thing. Let's see. No, it's not that spell. Is it a second level spell?
I beat Kyle back. That means I'm the GM now.
Haha. Well, this is gonna bug me. Actually, let's try this. Actually,
Oh, what are we doing?
I'm trying to look up a Pathfinder spell that lets you actually force people to attack their friends.
That's not called Enemies Abound, is it?
No. At least I don't think so.
No, Enemies Abound is a 5e spell. But I feel like I've seen a spell like that.
There's an older RPG called Ultima Online that I played in the late 90s.
Oh my god.
There it is.
And one of the classes that it had was called Provocation. And if you're fighting two monsters, you could provoke the one monster on the other monster. So instead of you having to fight it directly, they just fight each other. And I wanted to know if there was anything in the Dungeons and Dragons universe that was similar to that. It was a useful ability for bards.
Okay.
I absolutely believe that.
So, yeah, the spell that I was thinking of, the people who have access to it are anti-paladins, clerics, oracles, and psychics. It's a first level spell called Murderous Command, where for one round, if they fail their will save, they have to attack their nearest ally to the best of their ability.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, it sounds like a slightly better version of Crown of Madness.
Well, let me see what Crown of Madness does.
Crown of Madness is a spell that lets you use your action to take control of an enemy's action to make a melee attack against another creature within 5 feet of it. The issue is that attack that you make with Crown of Madness has to be before an enemy's movement. So if there are no creatures within 5 feet of it, the target gets to make its turn normally, which sucks because you're using your action to maintain the spell.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see some issues with that. I mean, it lasts much longer. Like Murderous Command is only for 1 round. But...
Oh yeah, and Crown of Madness is, I think, concentration up to a minute.
Yep.
But Crown of Madness can very easily just do nothing. If enemies are spaced apart or know to get away from the guy with the crown of thorns on his head.
Yeah, I mean, I would just use I mean, I guess the extra attacks are nice, but Hideous Laughter almost seems better than that.
Hideous Laughter is, I feel like, always better.
It's a really good spell.
It's such a good spell.
Even in Pathfinder, it's really good. Hi, Bear.
Oh no, you can't upcast Hideous Laughter. Rude. I think that's one of the main issues with me and low level spells is that if I can't upcast it, they're basically worthless to me. Even if they're cool. What did I use a spell slot on?
I'm gonna fuck with my sound settings real quick.
I think we have some time before Jess and Kyle come back, so have fun. Oh, rest in pieces.
Bloop-ly-doop. Okay, that seems to be working.
Yeah.
Then let's change this. Okay, that seems good. You can hear me and everything, right? Yes?
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
At least.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have an issue. I need to get a new microphone set, which is annoying because I bought this like within the year.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, the USB, if I basically like touch the cord in a wrong way, it will just disconnect my USB, and then my Discord recently has decided when that happens, it cuts all the volume off from my output.
Oh, that's fun and cool.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah, no.
By the way, do either of you have Pokemon Legends of Arceus?
No, but I've been considering picking it up.
So, if you like catching Pokemon, it's super fun. They also, I think, simplified some things, which has been interesting, and added a new concept that I really like in combat. It's called styles for your attacks.
agile and strong style, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast review of it, so I know like an idea about it, but
Are you guys talking about
Yeah.
Arceus?
Yep.
we are.
I got it today in the mail.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I haven't read it yet. That's what I'm gonna do probably at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Nice.
Apparently the main quest is fairly short, from what I've been told.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I've just been enjoying catching Pokemon and like what grinding that out.
Is there a national dex, and how many Pokemon are there?
So I'm not sure if there's a national dex. Like I'm fairly early on in the game. There's also not a lot of battles, so again, if you like battling, you're gonna have a bad time. If you like one-on-one, just like wild Pokemon battles, those are definitely a thing you get to do a lot of. But actual trainer battles, there's really like next to none of those.
Well, from what I understand, it like really leans heavily into the idea of Pokemon being these horrifying, destructive forces of nature that people don't understand, and much less of the I have an 8-foot tall dog who breathes fire and he lives in my garage.
Yes, that is very much correct. Your character you play is at risk of being knocked out by Pokemon. Like the outside of battles, Pokemon will attack you.
Oh, like more like
And you have to,
Pokemon
dodge and
Rangers.
Yeah,
stuff.
like you'll walk up and a Judy will try to just kneecap you in the middle of a field.
Yeah, they can.
From what I understand, I've read some articles on Polygon.com about how Paris specifically is a fucking nightmare because
know
they're
why it
incredibly
hates you.
small and you won't see them until they're bubbling acid from beneath you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're little bastard Pokemons.
Tiny bastard Pokemon.
Yeah. I think
Guys,
yeah,
sorry about the extended break.
someone already made the meme of like trainers in Legends Arceus exist, Paris, and I took that personally.
I took that personally.
But yeah, pretty much the strong and agile style is pretty simple summation. It uses up 2 PP as opposed to 1. And then there's sort of a turn tracker now, like an initiative kind of thing. Agile style moves have less power, but you're more likely to go earlier in the initiative, potentially having 2 turns at once. Strong style. Oh yeah. Strong style is slower but deals more damage, and the best thing about it is it increases the accuracy of moves that aren't 100% accuracy. So like my Shinx I have has Thunderfang. Normally Thunderfang's I think 65 power, 90 accuracy.
Sounds about right.
The strong style version is 80 power, 100 accuracy.
Oof.
Yeah. So that I really like that change. One thing I'm not a big fan of is they removed abilities. I did kind of like abilities. I can kind of understand why they removed it, but I
Abilities
did
have been a
like.
thing in a Pokemon since Gen 3. They took those out?
Yeah, the Pokemon don't have abilities in Legends Arceus. They also don't have IVs. That's just kind of been combined into a thing called effort levels, which I haven't
EVs have always been a thing.
Well, I know, but there's no longer IVs in this one.
It's strange that taking out. I mean, I guess if you're not doing Pokemon breeding, then it makes sense to remove innate value because you can't control that as easily. Is there Pokemon breeding in Arceus?
I've heard no. I'm again not far in the game, so I'm just going with what people have told me for that one.
Fair.
Not relevant at all. Did you guys see the post I made where I wanted to do an anthropomorphic campaign?
Oh yes.
The picture has a kangaroo, like a hyena, a fox, and a unicorn, and I'm like, yeah.
Kyle,
sure does.
I told you about the perfect system. It's a red wall system. the Humblewood thing for
But
5th
I
edition.
don't. Does it include like lasers? So,
I mean, if you want to put lasers in the Humblewood campaign, that's your choice as a
I
GM.
want to put guns and lasers into Redwall.
Let's just play Lasers and Feelings.
Lasers and Feelings I played that. That's fun.
It's such a good campaign. I played one where I literally was just a JoJo's character, but without the stand. So I was communicating solely through extravagant poses.
Good.
I had so much fun. I had maybe too much fun in that game.
No.
Maybe too much. I probably should have been stopped.
So I actually have a question about 5th edition campaigns. Do they have one that goes from 1 to 20 yet, or something close to that?
I mean, Candlekeep, honestly.
Kind of, yeah.
Beyond that, I don't think so. Because Kyle, correct if I'm wrong, but Avernus goes from 1 to 14. I don't think Curse of Strahd hits 20. I think there's a trio of adventures. I think is it Storm King's Thunder? Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Let's see.
No, Storm King's Thunder goes from first. It reaches 11th level. What is Storm Lord's Wrath? Oh, that's no, not that one. Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat are 2 conjoined adventures. Rise of Tiamat starts at 8th level and goes until...
No. I'm reading this one person who's like, alright, here's the fucking sheer jank I put together to make a 1 to 20 campaign.
Oh, God.
I'm kind of loving it. Alright, first from 1 to 3, run Lost Mine of Phandelver.
Okay.
You can also use Dragon of Icespire Peak if you want. The important thing is to reduce either adventure so that things are basically wrapped up when they're level 3 instead of level 5. Maybe they can reach level 4 if you don't have a travel arc like I did. Next, I'm running Dragon Heist from 4 to 6. This didn't take much to modify. Make them level 7 when they reach Vault of the Dragons. There will be a sea travel section next where I'll be pulling pieces from Ghosts of Saltmarsh. The book is very modular and can do a lot. Next, heading to Chult for story reasons is one of the PCs from there. They're Gods in Trouble. They're mashing it up with X1 Isle of Dread, Fire in the Jungle, and Maztica setting from 2nd Ed? What the hell?
A second edition. Oh, a Pathfinder 2nd edition, probably.
Maybe. Is this No, this is 5th edition. I don't even know what they're doing. They're doing some weird shit the more I'm reading this.
Sounds like it.
Good to get back to it. I apologize for the extended break.
You're fine, my dude.
So,
life has to happen.
We were just leaving this. You had recast the silent image. Yeah, were we gonna head towards Jade Tigress? Are we heading towards Bach May? What is the group doing?
So we're doing Operation Broderstorm, which is
we are doing Operation Broderstorm.
God, I'm so scared. Why won't you tell us what Operation Broderstorm is?
He told us, but everybody was on break, so I was the only one who heard.
Actually, does anyone have? Can I get a piece of paper and a quill real quick? I need to write something down.
A piece of paper. Oh yeah.
That scares me.
What,
this requires it.
Fusfajar gives you a piece of paper and a quill.
Your treasure.
I got it. I'm a librarian in training after all.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good, actually. Thank you.
Gonna roll stealth to sneak back into the private quarters.
Someday I'll stop being a janitor.
All right.
We believe in you, Fusfajar. You are probably already more powerful than most of the librarians who work in Candlekeep.
I hope it's still warm.
Okay, Wes, what are you doing?
Okay, so the big fat dump I took on the bed. It was whose bed was it on?
Well, actually, give me a Constitution check to see how big and dookie this poop is.
Jesus Christ.
I got an 11. Average.
It's average. It's an average poop. I mean, you're telling people it's big, but it is average.
If Zug was here, it would have been bigger.
Yeah. But whose bed is it on? Hopefully Jade Tigress's.
Yeah, you said it was.
They're labeled.
Right?
You could have picked.
The right one is Jade Tigress's. Yes.
So that the paper it says, Steel Crane sends his regards with a heart. And I'm gonna put that next to the turd.
Oh my god.
And then I'm leaving. Going over to the training ground.
I want some form of deception check, but you're writing a note. So it's like
I mean, forgery is a thing.
Yeah.
The issue is that he has no idea what Steel Crane's handwriting looks like.
That's fair. 2 questions then. 1, does Broder or anyone in the party possess a forger's kit?
Forger's kit? No?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I have a healer's kit. That's good to know.
So, and Broder, do you want to do, when you were like, let's say like when you were down here or in his room, do you want to try looking for anything with his handwriting on it to try to make it a better proximity?
Yeah, if that's an option, absolutely.
Yes. Give me investigation.
Woo. 26.
Yes. On a 26, when you guys were pilfering around in the library area, you had found some notes of Steel Crane's with his writing on them. So yes. And then so the last thing I'm going to do would be a forging type check, which you don't have forging tools, so you won't get like, any of the bonuses, but let's go with sleight of hand because it is about being the proper way with your hand. So we're going to go sleight of hand.
If your intention was to deny him any sort of bonus, you picked the wrong skill.
You did.
No, I knew that. That's the thing. The only thing he could have gotten the lowest thing he could have gotten would have been like wait, is the lowest you can get 25 on that?
Well, yeah, technically 25.
Is the lowest you can get? Yeah. You could technically get a nat 1, which might have negative consequences, but it would still work. Blah 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 blah. So.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the training ground, and
you're right. I guess that was pointless because no matter what happened beforehand, the sleight of hand was going to succeed. Yeah. So.
I'll approach Jade Tigress and be like, "I'm sorry to interrupt your training. Steel Crane said that he had left an important package for you in your private quarters."
Okay.
Sendu's just. I don't know if Sendu could hear him from where I am.
No. You've seen him go back and forth, but you can't hear him. You also don't know about the poop.
I have a tremendously bad feeling about this, but not one that I can explain with any logic.
Lamb, can I please have a deception check?
Oh, you absolutely can. 21.
Okay. She'd go, huh. All right. A package, you say? Okay. All right.
I apologize. I don't know what it is. He just said it was very important.
How long have you been here? Are you a new recruit or have you been here and I just haven't seen you around?
I'm fairly new. I haven't been here that long.
Okay. You can't lead the class, but if you could watch over the class until I get back, but don't teach them anything because you're new. But I shall return.
Yes, of course. All right. I'm going to roll stealth to immediately abandon the class. And keep doing the punches and everything, class. Good job.
25.
Keep punching, kids.
You are a ghost in the wind.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I'm gonna go to the party and be like, all right, everything's a go. We can go.
Is there a Steel Crane part of this plan, or is it just Jade Tigress?
I'm pretty sure Jade Tigress is gonna go to Steel Crane. Like, that's the intention.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I didn't know if it was like the Parent Trap where you tell the mom something and the dad something, so they both fuck. So yeah, okay.
No. Right. No, I'm just basically.
So Sen is like leaning back against the wall, and he just says, "Dare I ask what you've done, Broder?"
Yeah, what's going on, Broder? What's going on?
Hey, Madavaka's close enough. Can Madavaka roll me a perception check to see if Madavaka smells the poop?
Absolutely, Madavaka can.
Oh my god.
He's fully outside, but I can still roll that check for you.
There's a window or something.
That's a nat 20.
Madavaka smelled
Broder take the shit.
Madavaka smelled and saw Broder take that shit.
There's fully a window in there, and Madavaka was like, wow. Oh my
You just rolled a nat 20 on seeing somebody poop.
Yes.
Yup. I tell you what, Madavaka's that kind of freak.
I imagine it probably went like he saw Broder doing like sneaky shit, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be good," and just like was watching what's happening.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Madavaka has long since abandoned his post and has been following Broder around for like literally half an hour.
All right. So yeah.
Madavaka knows some good shit when he sees it. So.
Does Madavaka tell Sendu any of this?
No, of course not. And Sendu has not thought to go like pop into Madavaka's eyes to see what's going on because they've been a little bit busy with a dying dwarven woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if Madavaka on nat 20, Madavaka is still looking in the window.
Madavaka is still invisible, still looking in the window. I want to know what happens.
Yes. Jade Tigress walks in, smells it before she sees it, finds the note, and is like, that motherfucking bird!
Was full apoplectic with rage.
Oh my god.
Everything's going according to plan.
Bird person!
I think Sendu hears her say that.
Heard her say bird person.
And he's gonna say, Broder, what did you do?
As I said, something magical.
Madavaka, where is Steel Crane? Sendu pops into Madavaka's eyes, and Madavaka's still like watching Jade Tigress go, and he says,
she steps out, and she simply, before she does anything else, she yells, and she snaps her fingers and goes, "Trainees, to me!" And these
thank God we're in this silent image where she can't see us.
And back her up. Of the people here, 2 of them come outside to back her up, and then she marches down this pathway.
Hey, Broder, are we hip to this yet? Do we know what's going on yet?
I mean, I'd hope so. Things are happening in front of you.
Okay, so
Madavaka,
perhaps
what did
now
you
would
see
be
in that bedroom? I saw the biggest dump that I've ever seen a human make.
An average dump, okay?
I need you to know that Madavaka's gonna say what Madavaka's gonna say.
That's fair.
Okay, perhaps we should begin phase
Sendu
2
just
of
looks
our
at
plan,
Broder.
and not
You
just stand
shat
around
on the
and watch.
bed?
So you guys hear Jade Tigress walk on over and say, "Steel Crane, you have challenged me to a duel of our moral..." I had a word here and I forget what it was.
Challenged my dignity, and it shall not go unanswered.
Dignity was the word. You have shit on me for the last time. And I mean that's literally this time.
Okay,
Sendu's
okay,
just staring
so
at Broder.
Halberd is like, okay, guys, let's go.
I'm just like trying to suppress my laughter.
We got our distraction. Let's.
We need to get moving. You're absolutely right, Halberd.
Fair fight. Steel Crane, assemble your men. And
23
I am
skidoo.
going to.
Ooh,
You have
wait.
challenged me.
Oh my god.
Wait to see how many men Steel Crane assembles.
Steel Crane assembles the other 2 from the dorms, and that is it. So it is now a battle of 7
Now we go.
It is now a battle of 7 on 7. 6 or no, what? 6 on 6. 5 regular and 1 master versus 5 regular and 1 master.
Let's get moving.
You love to see it.
Oh, it is on 7
Sendu,
on 7.
as we move, I am going to move the silent image so that an area of empty air is between us and them.
Can you move silent image?
I can.
Okay.
If it's like an image of a creature, I can even make that creature move realistically.
Yeah. So Steel Crane is gonna be like, "What are you talking about? I'm guarding the gates as per usual. What are you making a scene about here in the courtyard?" And so, yeah, I think we're gonna stop hearing it there as you guys move to the east.
Let's get going. Let's get going. Madavaka, keep an eye on them. Tell me if they stop fighting for any reason. Well, because like, you gotta tell me twice. And he has like a bucket of popcorn he got from nowhere, and he's having the time of his life.
Madavaka would hear as well. Steel Crane be like, I feel like you are challenging me. We are co-equals in this
buddy, she
organization.
challenging you, all right. This is so good. You gotta answer that. You gotta respond in kind. Kick her ass. Kick her ass, buddy.
Okay, Lucy.
Senju's just like, I don't understand what has happened.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, you guys now know that every building is now empty except for the Lotus.
And fucking tastic.
Alrighty. Yeah. So,
I'm gonna. The door is open, right?
No. Let me see here.
Oh, it was closed. They closed it behind themselves. How very polite of them.
Oh, for which one? Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the Lotus. The Lotus.
No,
doors
I'm
are
sorry.
Closed.
Training sanctuary door.
Oh no, yeah, the doors are all open.
What is the range? Oh, it's only 30 feet. Oh, and I can't drop concentration on silent image, or else they'll see us sneaking away. So I'm gonna keep concentration on that and not detect magic within the training sanctuary.
So for the Lotus, this stone structure rises ominously above the rest of the temple complex. It resembles a giant stone flower growing in the heart of the forest. Stone steps draped with a long red carpet climb 10 feet to the entrance of a rough-hewn chamber. The soft glow of torches beckons you inside, so there actually isn't a door.
We love to see it. I assume the party is following Senju, Broder, and Fusfajar to the Lotus.
Yes.
I just want to keep moving that silent image behind us so that it gets harder and harder to see us getting to the Lotus. All right. What do we see inside, if anything? Assuming we can see inside.
Yes, I will reveal that now.
Thank you.
So, well, first of all, people-wise, you see 4 monks and Bak Mei. Bak Mei looks like this.
All right, you fucking Mr. Miyagi lookalike. Mr. Miyagi.
You see that. Where'd it go? Sorry. Where is it? I just saw it where it said like. Okay, right here. At the center of the chamber is an artificial pool filled with water and covered with floating lilies. So this is water. So this guy should not be standing on it.
Or he is standing on
Or
it.
he is standing on it because.
I mean, monks can do that shit.
Even more impressive. Yeah, and you also notice at the back here where he is, appears to be like a desk. There's a mat for meditation, and there's a bed for sleeping on. So it appears that this is Bak Mei's residence, as well as like his study and his meditation center. It's like everything for him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you guys just are walking in.
I don't think there's any way to go about this carefully. I think we just have to go in guns blazing.
Agreed.
Nightshade, Broder, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm for it. If I have time for it, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Yeah, Mage Hand's casting time is
An action.
Yeah, you're fine. Yep.
Ooh.
I would love to do things, but I also want to keep up this wall of obscurity between us and the bitches who are fighting.
When you guys walk in, can you move your tokens in just so I know like where you are when? Cool.
Yeah, Senju just like ascends to the top of the stairs.
Foos would also be in. You guys hear Bak Mei, well, you wouldn't hear, but stroking his well-kept white beard, the old man begins to mock you as his students take up fighting positions around the chamber.
Oh my god.
Do you really think that you can defeat my Immortal Lotus style? You are mere worms slithering through the mud on a rainy day. I am...
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
I am the bird, here to feast. Bakme enters a low fighting stance. His arms and hands move in a flurry, displaying unnatural grace and agility for a human of such advanced age. I have no weakness, no flaw. Show me your so-called power.
I feel like, for all he knows, we could just be people reporting to him, bringing him dinner. Like, we're wearing
someone of his advanced wisdom and insight understands what our motive is.
Well, not even
and
just
might
that.
have known the whole time.
He knows that the rules according to this place is that only the highest members get to come in here. And so even if you were all new recruits, it's illegal for you to be here.
So he doesn't want an
still keep our
explanation.
ass.
He just jumps right into okay.
He senses.
He senses hostility.
What? Oh, it's on the right wall. He senses Halvard having these thoughts. He looks at Halvard. He points at his head, and he's like, "I know all. You lion beast mongrel."
I kind of feel like there'd be a role that I get to. That's a little Deus Ex Machina or whatever.
Y'all love arguing with the DM, don't you? Sentu was going to weave a trace of purple fire through the air as he also settles into a fighting posture, and he says, "It's good to know that we don't have to play pretend with you.
No one comes in here except for my students and Steel Crane and Jade Tigress. Therefore, you are intruders."
Okay, well.
And you are not long for this world.
Thank you. And that should all be yours except for the coffee is Jess's.
Aww. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. We probably should wait for Kyle to get the turn tracker out first.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, now that I know you can click on it. Oh, it's already in there. Oh, no, it's gone.
Yep, it's gone. Peek behind the screen, John. This guy is like psychic and stuff like that, so he like knew what was going on. So there's no.
Okay.
So he can read minds.
He can literally
He's
read
aware
minds.
He's aware of what I did.
Is he? Is he aware of the poop diversion?
God.
Also, the fact that it worked like way too well.
The poop version?
He can't read minds. It's more like he can sense motives, is what I would say.
Oh my gosh. So
And literally Sendu said on the surface up here, so we're going in guns blazing.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
oh my gosh.
In a world that does not have firearms.
These are my guns right here. Oh,
Hell yeah!
Oh my god. So good.
Hell yeah, 17. Hell yeah.
I'll be right back while you're getting that set up.
There's that. There's that. And then I have Foos open. There he is. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So I need to add people who were in here originally. Halred. And then Fake. I don't have Real Broder anywhere. Let me grab Real Broder.
You don't have real broder.
Just put his token somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Foos. And then the bad guys. Okay.
Oof.
Put in Broders. 8.2. Cool. So Bakme is going to go first.
Jesus. I mean, that tracks, though.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he had layer actions. He does not have layer actions. Would that be cool?
Oh, God. We are very much in his lair.
Okay, so he has this thing. What's this thing do? Okay, so he doesn't really have a ranged attack, so he's gonna have to get up in y'all's faces, and his movement is that.
Is this where we say, "Come at us, bro"?
Yeah, he holds up his hand and does the thing that they do in martial art. He does like the.
Okay.
He can't quite reach any of you. Did I do that right? He was here. Yeah. Can he?
But we do see him leap across the pool of water, which is pretty cool.
No, he walks across the water.
Shit. And just like, huh. Okay, I don't think organic should be able to. Ooh.
Monks have bonus action to hash, right? Step of the wind type thing. He does not have that. Damn. What's up? Okay, you want to watch?
For like the last half hour.
Okay. I don't know if
Hi, Corey.
Some people know Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Corey. This is Corey.
Happy Monday.
You can sit here.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So,
Yeah.
see. Okay, so he's gonna hold it. He's gonna hold his action.
Ooh.
You guys don't know that. He just walks forward and he goes, "Come at me, bro." He's like, "Come at me, bro." And so
He settles it. We see him settle into a ready stance.
all right.
Fantastic.
So I want to remember that he's doing that. So let me make a note that he ready to. I always forget when my enemy's ready actions.
I mean,
I believe that.
to be fair, we may not even see him get into a ready stance. He's kind of a monk master potentially, so he might just be like hands behind his back, approach the.
He's laying
You know
down
what?
prone,
That's very
but it doesn't
fair.
Count as
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah.
All right. Sendu, you are up first.
Fantastic. Sendu is going to hold out his hand, and he says, "Let space be rent at my command." And fire is going to reach out to either end of Bakme, not Mr. Miyagi. And I'm going to need from both him and this monk right here, I'm going to need a charisma saving throw.
What are you trying to hit them with?
Banishment.
Okay.
You guys are fighting a monk.
We're fighting that dude.
Cool.
So yeah. So charisma saves from a monk and Bakme. Got it. It is. And then the monk. What was your DC?
DC is 17.
Bakme passes, the monk fails.
Then the monk is removed from battle.
Okay.
As Sendu's banishment takes place, the fire cracks open a hole in space, and the monk is pulled into it. This does mean the silent image is gone, however. Monovalka, are they still fighting each other back over there? Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. Jade Tyrus just shoved her whole hand down somebody's throat and pulled his entire rib cage out. That's shitty for that guy. It's cool as hell for Tigress.
And then she said, "Was this your card?"
But then the monk meditated and regrew his ribcage somehow through meditation.
Which was wild and super cool to see, honestly. Like, I wish I could do that.
Okay. All right. So, Sendu, anything else?
Do I want to do this? I have a kitty widget. Does it act on my turn?
Look, what's your magic? Does the magic item say anything? Does it tell you?
Ooh, give me 1 second. Let me see. Control range. Control up to 7 kitty widgets, not skitter widgets.
Yeah.
No, it does not say what how they act on my turns.
I think it does it say whether it's like a bonus action or an action or whatever to command them?
It does not. It's an action and a bonus to gain control over one.
Okay.
It doesn't say what the action is to control them once I have them.
Got it. Okay. Let's give it its own initiative.
Cool. Oh shit! Oh, I already rolled on its token.
Yes.
Technically, it moved before me.
Yes, which means it'll have to wait a full rotation, unfortunately.
Aww, that's okay.
The one instance getting a high initiative is bad.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, that's what Sendu activates the kitty widget, and that is the end of Sendu's turn.
Okay.
I am mad that Bach may pass his charisma saving throw, though.
Oh, is that concentration banishment, right? Yes.
It is super concentration, which is why Silent Image is gone now.
Yes. I'm just gonna put a clock on you to symbolize concentration.
Sure thing, absolutely.
Halvard, it's your turn.
Question.
Yes. Answer.
If you have 2 attacks per action, can you use a bonus action as one of those attacks?
The bonus action is something different. So you would take the 2 action attacks, and you would also get a bonus action.
But so I can't forego one of those attacks and use a bonus action.
No, they are different action economy things.
Understand it. Okay, I'm going to enter into a barbarian rage.
Yes. So you yell.
Jumanji!
We met Halvard in a storybook.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like...
Okay. And I charge directly into April, May, June here.
That's cool.
And I am
his
going...
triggering action would happen before you get to take your turn. So his trigger would go off.
Okay. Oh.
So,
Okay. So I don't... None of that happens then.
no, your
It doesn't
rage still
happen
happens.
yet.
When you approach him, you don't get to take any actions. His thing goes off the second you approach him. So,
Okay, so I approach him and now it's his turn?
No. The thing he activated on his turn goes off like a trap card. Then it's still
Yep.
your turn.
Okay.
So his
So he's taking a ready to action in the middle of your turn because you
Okay.
activated it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
And
so he's going to. When you multi attack and you held an action, you only get to attack once, right?
That's what you ruled for extra attack.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, you only get one of your multi attacks
That makes
if you
sense.
ready an action.
Yep. So
Though I assume you get to pick which one.
yes. So he's gonna make
They probably all suck very
this
much.
one.
Thank God Halvard has a high
is
constitution score, I
22
hope.
hit, Halvard?
a 22, of course, hits.
Okay, so that's gonna do 15 thunder damage. As you guys hear a crack a boom as he punches Halvard with thunder. And
He
then
hit Halvard so hard the sound barrier broke.
And then Halvard, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw. You fail.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold
Oh,
on.
he's just out of range of Fuzfa Jarz's aura too.
Okay, I have advantage on saving throws, so let me roll that again.
All saving throws?
That's what it says.
Okay, cool beans.
Oh wait, hold on. You gain advantage on strength threat checks and saving throws, so
Only
that's
strength.
probably only
Yeah,
strength.
not con.
So I failed.
So
So
you
in
fail.
addition
So
to
what?
the 15, I also take.
It's not additional damage. You are now deafened and stunned until his next turn.
Okay, and I can't attack while
Not
stunned,
while you're
right?
stunned. And you also can no longer hear anything.
Ooh, I will tell you though, Halvard. You have a fanatical focus ability, which allows you to re-roll a failed saving throw.
Oh, yes. So you can do that.
If you fail a saving throw while you're raging, that's the one I was looking for.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you can re-roll that.
So let's see. Oh, you got an 11 though, so it's not.
God damn it!
So, Halvard, the world goes silent, and you are paralyzed basically. By this monk. Unfortunately, it is your turn, but you can't do anything while you're stunned. So
At least you're still raging, which means that you're still taking half damage from physical sources.
yes.
Wait. So do I take 15 or do I
no,
take
because
8?
it was thunder damage, and therefore you take the whole thing. You only take half on bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
And when you're stunned, you can't do anything,
so
right?
stunned in 5e means.
Halford, if you go to the conditions right under your HP, you can add the stunned condition to yourself, and it'll tell you what all it does.
So blinded and...
You're deafened and stunned.
Oh.
For everybody else, stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, which is another thing we'll get to in a second. Can't move and can speak only falteringly. So you can mumble and like things like that, but not really speak. And you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Incapacitated is the one that makes sure you can't do anything. Incapacitated can't take actions or reactions.
Well, there goes my barbarian rage.
No, because you were just attacked, therefore it stays on.
Because it says when you hit. It doesn't say when someone hits you.
No, when you do damage or take damage.
Your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And you just took damage, so you are safe for this round, yes.
And I'm not unconscious, I'm incapacitated.
You are stunned, deafened, and stunned includes incapacitated, yes.
Woofda.
So.
I mutter out, fuck you, fuck joy.
You guys hear meh, 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 from the ground.
Oh, am I prone too?
You are not prone. You are just like standing there.
Okay.
In a daze.
All right, so that is Halvard. Nightshade, you just seen Bach May incapacitate Halvard.
Okay. Let me just look something here.
Smoke's no joke.
Mm-hmm. He has.
Wish I saved some of those crits.
Me too, buddy.
We were getting really good rolls. I'm just like walking around doing random things. Yeah.
So 21. I'll just walk right through and find out where everything is.
Yep. One character rolled like a 19 to poop on no, you rolled like a 12 to poop on a bed. Like, yeah, so.
Okay. I'm going to do a fireball, and I'm going to center it on the square here so that it'll reach all of these people, but it won't touch Halvard.
Okay. What is your DC on that? It's a 14. Okay, so I will make 4 dex saves. What? Oh, the damage. Yeah.
It's a DC 27 dex
That's
save.
what I was confused. I'm like, what? Okay. So
Please.
1, 2, 3, and then 1 from Bach May.
Good roll, by the way.
So one of them fail. Well, what? How many DC 14? 1, 2 of them fail, and then 1 regular, and Bach May pass.
Okay,
Don't
everyone
say 25 out loud.
who
They don't see these yellow things.
Oh.
This is just me.
Everyone,
God.
everyone. Can I finish my sentence?
Yes.
Everyone who passes takes half damage. Everyone who fails takes full damage.
So we'll go with
Okay, and let me see my bonus action. I think I'm. Let's see. Now I will move right there.
Where'd you move? Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I think that's where I would like to be.
All right, Lamb.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jess. I'm a move here for that sweet flanking.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna take a bonus action to where is that ability? Use Mage Hand Ledger Domain
Yeah.
to move my hand 30 feet. Let me see.
If I can ask that you get out of there, I have a lot of area of effect spells. Well, actually, no, they probably get moving after your turn ends, so we'll hit all of
Yeah,
all
in
of
their
them
turn,
anyway.
they'll probably move anyway.
Yeah, never mind.
Are you good with me staying there, or would you like me to move?
You should be good staying there. I have
Okay.
I have other plans I can do on my turn.
Okay. Then I will stabby stabby.
I'm a dum dum.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not super important.
Dang it, 24 hit.
Bach may had a bonus action he could have used. So. Oh no, because he used a ready action, which means he couldn't. Yeah, never mind. So we're good. I'm not a dum dum. I'm smart. So.
Yay! Good for you. Good for you, buddy.
Also, the mage hand's invisible, but if possible, I'd like it to move here.
Okay. Okay, and the 24 for stabby will hit.
Cool. Let me roll that and then roll this because I forgot to do that all at once. So
Sweet mother of God. Did
they
our rolls
rolled that
seem
together.
for you?
Never mind. So yeah, 37 damage.
He's gonna activate a legendary action. Oh, that can be activated at the end of a turn, so he will wait until the end of your turn. So 24 to hit, that does 37 damage. Then you don't need to roll sneak attack, I automatically did it for you.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to have rolled the sneak attack with the regular damage, so ignore that last one.
37 damage to him.
Good lord. Lamb just slips his blade directly beneath the ribcage.
Yep.
Okay.
It was a meme that I saw a while ago that still makes me giggle of just the wizard's like, ooh, cast my spell and then fireball for, 20 damage to everyone. The warlock is like, ooh, eldritch bolt, and, like 25 damage to this one person. And then the rogue's just like, I have this pointy stick, stab, like 50 damage.
Every turn, all the time, every time.
You know where to hit those organs, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to activate a legendary action at the... Oh, sorry, is it the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, he's going to activate a legendary action. He's going... let's see. Yeah, you did the most damage to him. So he's going to look at you, and he's going to be like...
Take it back.
You will regret that, like your lion friend did. And he goes to punch you with his thunder fist.
No.
So...
Stop.
Oh god, he can do that as a legendary action?
Yes, he can. So he's going
Dodge, Lamb, dodge!
Punch at Lamb.
No.
Ooh, okay. That's only a 12 to hit, so that will miss.
Okay, I am going to use Sentinel.
Yep.
I am going to use Green Flame Blade. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm not, because there's no one next to him. No, wait. Yes, I am.
Can you use a cantrip in Sentinel? Because I think Sentinel has to be a melee attack. Unless it goes without a spell. But I could be wrong.
No, because I have my feat, which is Warcaster.
Warcaster says you can make an opportunity attack with a cantrip, but that's for like when somebody's walking away from... I could be wrong.
The issue is that Sentinel doesn't say you can make an opportunity attack.
Exactly.
It says you can make a melee weapon attack.
Yeah, that's what
when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack.
No, Warcaster says opportunity attack, but Sentinel does not say opportunity attack. That's the problem.
So here's the thing, is it says that you're using an opportunity attack. When you hit a creature with opportunity attack...
No, yeah, Warcaster does. But Sentinel does not say opportunity attack anywhere in the wording of Sentinel, which is the problem. So read Sentinel, and it says when you can make a weapon attack. So it's not an opportunity attack, though. Opportunity attack is specifically when an enemy walks away from you.
Does creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage act before leaving your reach?
That's about walking away, yep.
Makes attack against a target if they make attack against target other than you.
Can.
If that target doesn't, even if that target doesn't have your feet, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a melee weapon attack is not the same as an opportunity attack. Exactly. Because an opportunity attack rules as written is specifically only the kind that happens when they walk away from you. That is an opportunity attack. You're just getting a reaction melee attack. That's what this is.
I see. All right. Fine.
D&D wording be wacky.
Exactly.
I'm still mad about that moonbeam ruling, and I will be
lawyers.
until the end of time.
You'd have to be a lawyer to actually do this.
But I would still get advantage because I'm still flanking,
yes,
would I not?
You are flanking, and you do get to make a melee attack, yes.
Okay.
Hit him in his stupid
A 20
face.
will hit.
Yes.
For 12 damage.
And I could move him 5 feet, but I don't feel the need to because I would prefer to flank.
Okay. All right. So I think that is Lamb. Fusfajar. Fusfajar is going to get in a flanking position for Halvard, even though Halvard is down right now. And then he's going to attack.
With his fancy new +1 glaive.
An 18 to hit will hit. Oh, I didn't roll
His
advantage.
AC
Let's
is
see
no.
I don't have advantage right now. Yep, so that's just an 18. What did you say, JD?
His AC is no higher than 18, y'all.
He is just a monk.
You say that, but I've seen some monks.
That'll be 9 damage.
Is he gonna smite?
Do you guys think I should smite on that one, or like?
I think you should be careful and hold on to them in case he starts killing us.
Okay, that sounds good. I might need my spell slots.
But if you're listening, Bachmay, fuck you. We're going to break your arms.
Save our stuff in case he rallies, but you're not gonna rally, you bitch.
That's exactly what Sendu is doing.
All right. So that is Foos. Oh, Foos actually has 2 attacks, so he can do it again.
But if you crit, go ham.
That's a dirty 20, which will hit. For 7 additional damage. And actually, I always forget this. Foos has a polearm master, so he can bonus action hit him with the other side of his glaive.
do you forget like one of the most basic things you
Because
have?
Foos is a backup NPC character, and he's
But
not
you use
really.
him
He's
all
running.
the time.
He's running 5 characters in this combat.
I'm
Or
running like
Foos.
10 characters in all combats. So,
Yeah.
that's a 25 to hit, which will hit.
That's why I don't use DMPCs.
I like them. It's just
It's super valid.
I specifically play them low skill, low. Yeah. So that is 7 damage on that one. 85. Okay. So that is Foos's turn. Now we have the monks.
I don't like what this has become.
Yeah, you have to play anyway. Like even if they just meet an NPC and the NPC joins in the battle, you might have to play both sides. So like they had a woman who offered to help earlier, but she couldn't because she was too injured. But if they'd figured out a way to help her and heal her, she could have joined in. I would have to play both sides no matter what. So I just build in a person who comes along. Yeah, but and I only use them when we're down people anyway. But in this campaign, we're down people a lot. So okay, so they have some stuff. What are they gonna do? They're gonna move in and flank and surround and shit. Boom. That one's already flanking. Boom. So flanking. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have one attack Foos, one attack Broder, and one attack Nightshade, all with advantage. Ooh.
No.
Are crits on Halvard anything special? No, right?
Anything special?
Like something paralysis. The only one that's an auto crit is a paralyzation, right? Paralyzed
Paralysis and unconscious.
are auto crits. Okay, all right,
Correct.
cool. Then yes. So they all have advantage. So I will roll, and they all get 2 attacks. So that's going to be 1, 2. Why are there only 3 of them? I'm missing someone here.
No, because I banished one of them.
Right. Thank you. So. Oh yeah, Sendu's way back there. He's not even good. Sendu's not.
Sendu is so glad that they're all going for the tactically sound flanking and not going for
Yeah,
him.
if one of them couldn't get flanking, I would have had them go after Halvard.
No!
But they can all get flanking, so they're gonna choose.
Yes.
So, all right. Although they did see you have banishment, they could get their ally back if they attack you. So...
They also saw Lamb do almost 4. They also saw Lamb stab their master in the back.
Yes. Okay. So,
while dressed as a monk, no less.
Yes. You traitor! How dare you betray us? They yelled at Froder.
Sendu's like, yeah, go stab the traitor!
All right, so I need to roll 6 attacks.
And not me.
Yeah, 6 attacks with advantage.
Oh, Lord.
Alrighty, we will start with Nightshade. That's a 12 to hit. That's going to miss.
Yes.
Then that's a 19 to hit.
19 does not hit.
Okay, so Nightshade's safe. Then
Hell yes.
we will go to Foosfajar. Foosfajar's AC is a 18. So a 17 will miss and a 16 will miss. And then Broder is a 25 to hit and a 24 to hit.
Would you do this?
They saved all their energy for Broder. So
Broder got too many nat 20s over this session.
I know.
Broder, that's going to be 20 force damage, 11 and 9, so 20 force damage.
So the 11, you know that I'm going to be like, nah, and take half of that.
Because of, kind of what's it called? What's it fucking called from Rogues?
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. There you go.
Yeah.
Their punches are dealing force damage?
They're dealing force damage, yes. Also, there's a second thing that we have to do.
Fuck.
So Broder,
So that would be
I'm going to need
14 damage.
14 damage, yep. I'm going to need 2 different dexterity saving throws from Broder.
Okay.
Broder, remember you also get a +2 to both those because of Foosfajar's aura.
Oh, okay. Well, then a 14 and a nat 20.
Okay, unfortunately, you fail on the 14 because then the nat 20 wouldn't actually happen. You would pass on the 14, and then the nat 20 would super pass. So you pass on those effects. You feel that the force damage tries to pull you down, and you fight it. So yeah. Alrighty. Before the end of the turn, Bach may. Does Bach may want to do that? Does Bach may want to do that?
Bring it to him.
Don't encourage this, Corey. We're being bullied.
No, he's not going to. Yeah. It's not worth it in this moment, I don't think.
Oh shit!
Okay.
He's looking down on us, the bastard.
All right, so Bakmay's turn, which means Halvard, Halvard. All of a sudden, you hear stuff again, and you're allowed to move. The air rushes into your ears, and you hear the clashing of swords, and not clashing of swords, just swords on flesh and fists on flesh.
The soft thwacking of fists against flesh, and also armor.
Okay.
Hooray.
So on Bakmay's turn, he gets 3 attacks. He gets advantage on Broder.
What? Why?
Because he's flanking.
He's flanking.
No, I mean,
Broder, Nightshade, and Foosfajar, he gets advantage on.
Oh, yeah, he gets on all 3 of you. Okay, so...
everyone but Halvard.
Yeah, so maybe he'll do it to... Let's see what happens. So he will start with a Broder with advantage, because he does have 3 attacks. Maybe he'll just distribute them.
Actually, sorry, I almost forgot about this. I need to make some concentration checks real quick. I'm pretty sure Mage Hand doesn't. Yeah, Mage Hand doesn't exist anymore. It's gone.
Oh no!
Oh no! You can't tickle people.
I can't.
You can't tickle.
I can't rub their butts to surprise them, to stab them in the liver.
Is that how you fluff your Mage Hand?
Yes.
I hate you.
I mean, they just say, like, with my Mage Hand thing, I take a bonus action, and I'm like, if you're within 5 feet of my Mage Hand, I spook you.
Anyway, Kyle, please take your actions.
So, he's going to... We'll start with Broder. He might... If, like, one... He's going to try 1 each, but if some miss, then he'll just not. But let's see. He might not do 1 each. We'll see. So we're going to start with Broder. That's going to be with advantage. That's a 25 to hit Broder.
Stop.
As he punches you with his thunder damage, you take 19 thunder damage.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's force damage.
No, the force damage is from the minions. He does thunder damage.
Okay.
So there's that, and then I'm going to need the con save from Broder.
With the +2 for Foos.
You do
12?
fail, which means you are also now stunned and deafened for a whole round.
Just to be clear, 12 doesn't make it, right?
12 does not make it.
Okay. Alrighty. No stabbing for me.
So that's 1. He's then going to try to punch Foosfajar with advantage. Thunder strike!
Is this the same round or a new round?
From when?
He's the start of a round,
Yes.
but it hasn't been any of our turns yet.
Yes.
Okay. So does that mean I get my reaction
No,
back?
not until
No.
your turn happens. It doesn't
Okay.
refresh the round, it refreshes on your turn.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Foos, it's a 13 to hit. That will miss Foos. And then...
Oh, hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
When he hits Lamb, can Foosfajar use his fighting style Interception to reduce damage taken by 1d10 plus 5?
Forget that Foos has interception, so yes, he 100% could.
I'm looking at Foos's character sheet.
Thank you. Interception within 5 feet. Foos is within 5 feet of Broder. Yep. So it's going to be a D10 plus 5 to reduce that damage. Oh wait. I gave that to him when he was wielding a shield, and now he wields a glaive, which is a pole.
You have to be wielding a shield or a simple or martial weapon.
Oh,
to
and
use
a glaive is a
interception.
martial weapon. Okay, cool. All right, then
Ooh.
yes.
All right.
Protection requires a shield.
That's what I was
Interception can use a weapon.
Okay, cool. So
yeah.
let me roll a D10 plus 5 to see how much Foos protects you.
Thank you, JD/Foos. You're my heroes.
Show them how it is.
You heal 10 hit points back.
10 hit points?
Yep. You are still
Alright.
the effects still happen, but yeah.
Yeah,
And then he's going to Bakmay is going to attempt to punch Thunder Punch Nightshade.
You don't gotta do that.
Have you been injured in combat and you think you shouldn't have been? Call Diaz and Diaz.
That's 27 to hit Nightshade.
Ooh, I don't like.
I can't do shit all against that. I got nothing.
That's 15 thunder damage to Nightshade. And then Nightshade, please give me your con save.
At a +2 because
I am going to use. Oh wait, I don't have my reaction. Fuck my life. So 15.
15 thunder and a con save. That's a nat 1.
Oh my god.
And that is why I wish we're using the deck on saves, because that would be pretty
Holy
epic.
shit.
Yes,
can I use a lucky point on a her saving throw?
Nightshade, you are stunned and deafened. I think meaner DMs might do more, but I'm not going to. Now, a critical fail doesn't actually... You just, like... You can't...
It just sucks.
It just sucks.
It just sucks. Oh my god, he's stunning us. This is awful.
So that is his actions. He's now going to use a bonus action to...
Now, how long am I stunned for?
Until the beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
He takes a disengage bonus action, and he's going to go... would he go outside? I think going outside would be a TPK for you guys.
Fuck. Is he a coward who would not face us on his own?
I mean, he has an army, and he has a cult, and he's a cult leader, so...
But is he proud?
I'm going to roll an insight on himself.
If he moves towards the entrance, then you will say, "Are you too cowardly to face us on your own? Are 4 of your followers not enough to face us? Are you too craven?"
He has 12 followers outside the door.
Sentu will just leave.
The whole party
if this becomes a 16-on-4 fight,
yeah.
Sentu will just leave.
5.
Oh.
5.
Also, we lost John.
You lost John.
Yeah, we lost John.
16 on 5. All right.
Oh, is it 9:58 for him? Because he did say
he had to leave at 9:58 specifically, so that makes sense. So he's gonna disengage. Now, if the fight goes worse, he might go outside. But for now, he's pretty happy with how things are going, so he's just going to disengage and move backwards. And then he's gonna look at all of you, and he's going to be like, "I've got this."
Well, fuck you too, buddy.
That is his turn.
You know what it's time for?
It's the kitty widget's turn.
It's kitty widget time. Yes, thank you. It's so small, and it is going to make an attack. It makes 2 attacks. It makes both of them.
Can
Yay!
it reach the monk?
It's small size, but it's occupying its square.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay.
Kyle's so happy he finally gets to play a monk because he's so sick of playing against a monk.
Yeah, it's like I finally get to use stunning strikes.
Yeah. God, and he makes so many of them. So the kitty widget is like it disengages from Sendu's back where it integrates it into his chassis and leaps off onto the ground where it scuttles over to this motherfucker, and it's gonna make some attack rolls. How's a 23 looking to hit?
23 on a monk will hit.
Fantastic. The monk is grappled, and it also takes 3 points of piercing damage.
Can it grapple when it's like small compared to medium or whatever?
I think you can grapple to one size category larger.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So it is grappled, and what was the second part?
Second part is that it takes 3 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you.
And then I'm gonna assume a 9 does not hit.
9 does not hit.
Tragic. It's like its tail is jabbing around in the grapple, but the monk manages to keep it locked away. Still, it's now grappled by that thing. Well, grappled, the creature's speed is 0, and it can't move unless it disengages first.
Okay.
On Sendu's turn...
Halvard said, I will go when it's my turn. I'm just not on Discord.
If I summon Gazra Azam, I lose concentration on banishment, which brings back the monk I sent away, and that would suck.
Let's deal with these. Let's deal with the little piddly monks before doing.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to cast my 7th level Mystic Arcana.
What does that do?
Crown of Stars. So
yeah.
Sendu holds out his hands, and he says in Primordial, which he does not speak, I sing out an elegy to the cosmos, as 7 radiant gems of fire begin to circle around him, and one of them rings out and slams into Bakmei. A 19, I know, hits Bakmei. So Bakmei is going to take 36 points of damage. 31 radiant, 5 fire.
Was that a ranged attack?
It is a ranged spell attack,
Okay.
yes. He has deflect missiles, doesn't he, piece of shit?
So he's going to catch that thing. Well, he has to try to catch it?
I think he can reduce the damage by an amount.
So he's going to reduce the damage by a certain amount. The damage was...
36.
Oof, so there's no way he can throw it back at you based on the number he can roll. Which sucks.
If he can reduce it by 36, that would be bonkers.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no way he can. So that's a bloody blah. He reduces it by 19. So 36 minus 19 is 17.
Still 17.
Okay. So this guy...
God damn. All right. Fuck this guy. Still some damage, but not how much that would like. How is he looking, by the way?
He is bloodied.
Nice. Sendu... Oh, I don't get to throw one for free when I cast the spell. I still have to use a bonus action to do it. So I don't... Damn it. I don't have Elemental Gift active. So Sendu's going to move here. He's going to end his turn.
Okay. All right. It is 10:02. Well, Halvard said he could go, but I think it is 10:02. So I think we might end on Halvard's turn. And we will come back next Monday and either defeat Bakmei or die trying.
I mean, worst case scenario, Sendu summons Gazra Azam, who plane shifts all of us away.
Yes, I don't think there's a chance of there's no TPK, but there is a chance of a non-victory. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of fucking our shit up a little bit.
Stun.
We definitely might have fucked ourselves by leaving all of those monks alive. Though the fact that they're all fighting each other might mean that they're weakened if they decide to come after us.
That is true, yes.
Yeah.
Or that some might already be dead by the time they join forces. Yeah.
I mean, Jade Tigress did pull out a guy's whole ribcage.
But then he regrew it.
Then he did regrow it, which is really obnoxious.
Halvard is like, no, I'm going to attack.
Halvard can't hear us decide to stop.
Oh, we said, he can't, We're ending the session here. Start next week with your turn. Oh, well, okay. You're right. I forgot he couldn't hear us. I'm like, why does he keep going?
Yep.
That is sedition. And fuck, what do you call it on a boat? Pirates.
Mutiny.
Mutiny!
He's a barbarian. He craves violence. It's in his blood.
Father, I crave violence.
Yes.
All right. I think this was fun.
Yes.
So,
I had a lot of fun. We made a lot of progress in this session. I feel good about it.
We pooped on things. We did distractions. We saved a dwarf. And hopefully we're going to end this cult.
I am infinitely happy that worked. I just wanted it to like at least cause a distraction, not a full on like turf war. So
Before you got here, Wes here went in and pooped on this bed, and then he went in because what he's described. He can shapeshift, so he's shapeshifted to look like one of the monks. So he came in and said, "Hey, there's a note on your bed," and so he had forged a note from the other leader. And so now half the sect is fighting the other half of the sect over pooping on the bed, and because they think it's an act of rebellion or whatever. And so now these guys are all just fighting each other.
All right. I'm gonna head off because I have to go to bed.
Yes.
But thanks everybody for the game.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for playing.
Thank you all so much.
Bye.
Have a good night.